What's going on, YouTube? How's everybody doing today? Mater here. Been a rough day. Let's see who all wants to show up tonight. Got my coffee. Got cigarette going. Do something else real quick. Oh, I got someone in here watching. Who we got? Hopefully everybody's doing good tonight. I do like my new little setup. I got my camera right here in front of me, set up way back over there. I had it lit. Hey Wayne, how you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. Hopefully you're doing good today. Ah, coffee. The thing that helps keep the body going. And I should be having Cajun in here soon, or somebody else popping in. Ah, vacation. What's that? Us working folks, we don't know what a vacation is. Unless you're talking about a weekend vacation, that's only 2 days. We get that every, 52 times a year? Yeah, I got Triglide down right now. I've been hearing a little going down the road, and got the gear pulley that the belt rides on during the differential. It's come loose, and I can't find out where that. Ooh, sorry to hear that, Wayne. Wow, they do it on purpose, or was it just an accident? I hope it was on accident. Hopefully, it wasn't on purpose. Man, I hope you're feeling better. But yeah, like I said, as far as Angel goes, yep, she's down for right now. It's probably gonna set me back about $1,000 or so just to get it all fixed, which I really don't have that money right now. But I did get front wheel bearings ordered, and I got wow. Well, at least they didn't get. At least I'm glad the police got them. I know it was on purpose then. Sorry to hear that. But now, like I said, I got the front bearings ordered for the Tri-Glide. Not Tri-Glide, but the a Y-Glide. No, been a long day here. Well, losing it a little bit with the heat and everything for the brain. But hey, Mike, how you doing? But got the bearing tool ordered also. So bearings will be in sometime this week. The bearing tool itself won't be until next week. Luckily for me, I don't have very far to go to work. So, and like I said, top speed is about a mile and it's at 45 miles an hour. So I'm taking it easy on Albert. So what you been up to today, Mike? Been tearing up more cars? Been actually, I should say, are you fixing them after you tear them up? What else we got out there? Yeah, Mike, I know. That's what I'm always hearing. That you're always tearing things up. You don't want to take responsibility for it. Well, so far, I know I got Mike and Wayne. Who else we got out there? Who else is watching? If y'all don't put anything in the chat, I don't know who's out there. I can't say hi to you. I don't have my phone out here with me. So I don't know if anybody's trying to call me or what. That's okay. It needs to be in there anyway, charging. Oh. So other than what happened to you, Wayne? I mean, how's Mike? How was your weekend? Hey, Patch, how you doing? And I'm pretty sure Cajun will be in here soon. I don't know where he's hiding at. I guess Missy ain't woke him up from his nap he has to take. Did you have a good weekend, Patch? Hopefully everything went good. Hey, Mike, do you know how to work on motorcycles by any chance? I got to try and figure out whether or not I want to try and take this track of mine up and um, no, it's the pulley that the belt drive. It's the one that's actually in the differential that drives the rear axles. Oh boy, got me. Yeah. Yeah. Brandon, real. Yeah. But no, Wayne, it's the like I said, it's that pulley, the final drive pulley that's back there on the differential of the trike. That's what's come loose, and you can see how it's been moving back and forth. I can actually get in there, move it by hand, almost 3/16 of an inch, and it shouldn't be. And the belt's not even centered in it. But you can definitely tell it's loose in there because it's been rubbing. You can see where it's rubbing and everything. And I can't figure out where the bolts are to hold it because it should be coming from the right hand side, but you got the housing and everything that the ring gear bolts to that for making it go in reverse. Tractor show on Saturday. Yeah, we had one of the old steam locomotives come through town over the weekend. And with everything going on Saturday, me trying to work on the trike and everything, trying to figure out what's wrong with it, trying to figure out how to get it up in the air. Then we had the rain. Didn't do too much. And then, of course, Sunday had church. We had our monthly club meeting to go to. Then we had another meeting afterwards to attend. And I didn't get back home till almost 7 o'clock at night. Yeah, Patch, that's I like the steam engines. It's just something about them that the sound when they're blowing the whistle and everything is just something I really like hearing. I mean, you don't get the same sound like you do out of one of modern day locomotives when they're blowing their horn. Of course, y'all hear them, when I do my live streams and everything. But you get that sound coming from the, um, you just get that sound. No, Wayne, this is actually a factory three wheeler. 2010 is when Harley started making uh, the Tri Glide from the factory. So this was the third year they actually started making them. And Mike, I don't know. I guess you've never seen Evel Knievel because he makes that. He can make a motorcycle fly. He can make it go up in the air and everything. It's the landing he always had a problem with. He didn't always get it landed correctly. That was the problem. Yeah, but Wayne, it looks like the only way I'm going to be able to get it, if I do it myself, I'm going to have to get the thing jacked up in the air, pull both tires off, and then I'm going to have to basically disassemble that whole rear end. That rear end might have to actually come out from underneath it. Yep. I remember you mentioned about your coworker in the accident. Yeah. Well, I know right now I'm trying to figure out, how to get it to somewhere to get it fixed because it's going to have to be trailered. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm not taking that thing up on the road. Hey, Jeremy, how you doing? But so you got him another bike? Did you get him another Harley, or did you get him a crotch rocket this time, Mike? Because I know you said the other bike it was totaled out. Let me check something here. Oh, hang on, guys. All right, looks like it's only okay. I had to look at something over here on. Hey, Doc, how you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. Now, like I said, I figured Cajun would be already here, but Ain't got nobody popping up in the basement yet. Want to come up on in? Wow. And they actually let him buy it with it in a cast and everything. I guess if he's got the money and everything, and salesman is that hungry to make a sale. All right. Went to Pennsylvania. Went to Pennsylvania. Hey, here comes our first guest.
Good evening, sir.
How you doing, Wayne?
Not too bad. A little sore head, but other than that,
So what happened on that?
I was walking into a men's bathroom in the Upper Peninsula, and next thing I know was lights were turned out on me, as,
Wow.
as they say. And then when I came to, the Michigan State Police were there already and had the guy. Looked like a drug head, from what I was being told.
So
So
what was he gonna try and do? Just what? Rob you or what?
I guess that was his intentions. Uh, I I was just walking into the bathroom, and it was in a public place too. So
Wow.
and
Well, at
all
least I'm glad someone was around and wound up seeing that, and I guess they subdued him while they called the police, and I guess what the ambulance was there at the same time.
well, they all they have in that area is sheriff and state police, which they have a whole ton of them. You know, they don't have no local cops,
Right.
and no, I they wanted to send my hind to the hospital, and I says nope, ain't going, because the only way out of there is flight care, and I ain't paying no $5,000 for a flight care ride.
Oh hell no, I wouldn't.
I I got I ended up with about a 2.5 inch or better uh, cut in the back of the head.
Oof.
So I that and my banged up elbow and my banged up cheekbone. It's sore from hitting so hard.
So what did you hit? You know,
I
when
hit.
you not?
They had some. They had it was they had some stuff that they had piled in the along the edge, like stock or whatever. But there was a pallet or something. My head hit the edge of a pallet,
Ooh, man, I'm sorry to hear that.
and when I went down. So, but anyways, no. But if I was your Harley there, I'd check and see if you can get a diagram of what's going on there, because that it sounds like more likely like a bearing went. There has to be something that stabilizes that wheel.
Yeah, I looked at it and I can see on one side that there are little flat spots that kind of stick out, but you can see that they've been that pulley is coming over. You can see that they're getting worn. Okay,
Yeah.
but inside of them you can see where they're threaded. Okay,
Hmm.
but that's telling me that the bolts are coming from the opposite side.
Right.
But in order to that pulley is on there, and then you've got the ring gear right next to it, and that's bolted to the uh, the hub for the differential.
Yeah. There has to be some kind of rubber or hard material, like like in the back wheel. that doesn't bolt directly. There's like a rubber counter. So when the belt's pulling on it, it's jerking.
Right. Right.
It's to deaden and not just if you were metal to metal, it'd destroy it. So
Oh yeah.
there's rubber dogs in there, I guess you would call
Right.
them,
It's
and more
kind
than
of an
likely those.
isolator.
And in Texas with all the sand, I
Right.
imagine in the heat, I imagine those would probably dry rotted right out of it.
Well, all I know is, like I said, I looked at it. Now I can look. I looked at my the Wide Glide. Okay,
Yeah.
on that pulley there. Now there's probably about 8 bolts, 8 maybe 10 bolts on the outside where you can see where it's bolted to the rear tire. Okay, but like I said, now I looked up underneath on the Tri-Glide, and I figured, okay, it's going to be the same way. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Because like you said, you got the dry pulley, then you've got that ring gear for the reverse, and then you've got the hub, and you can see how that I can see the bolts that go through that hub and everything that the ring gear bolt to, but I
Yeah.
don't see anything at all as far as going into holding um, the gear pulley.
Well, that drive, and I'm trying to relate it to how like your rear sprocket on a regular motorcycle. You know what I mean?
Right,
Your belt drive, and I know what you're talking about. The belt's supposed to be riding like there's supposed to be like 16th to whatever on each side. That the belt has to move back and forth, but you're
right,
supposed to align the wheel so it rides in the middle.
right.
And but there has to be some kind of rubber in there to cushions and stuff. But
There,
then,
right,
then there must be. What I'm thinking is maybe the bearing. There's got there, instead of they're gonna have to. There has to be some kind of bearing or a clip there, or something that holds that. In there. We're like it'd be like a quad. They have a threaded piece on the axle with a nut, and that
right.
would be holding up against that, holding it over there. But it'd have to be on a bearing, for it to let it move a little, for it to have that little bit of movement, and those rubber dogs would hook back in, to send the power to the axle.
Right.
So,
Well, I mean, it's got a like a differential and everything in there, and to me, the only way I can see how getting it apart, like I said, I'm gonna have to probably get the. If I don't send it to somebody, if I try doing it myself to save all that money,
yeah,
which is probably what I'm gonna wind up doing, uh, what I'm gonna have to do is get the thing jacked up and get it on jack stands, and I'm gonna have to pull both tires and everything off
right,
and find out what it's going to take to be able to slide both axles out, and also at the same time figure out how to take the tension off that belt.
right,
I mean, I know how to do it on a regular motorcycle. Okay,
right.
loosen up your the axle.
Adjusters, yeah,
Right, you've got the two adjusters in the very back. Loosen them up. That way, it lets the tire go forward. That takes the tension off the belt.
right,
I got to figure out how it's done on the Tri-Glide.
yeah.
Like I said, once I can get that done, like I said, get the axles themselves out. Now I do know it looks like two caps that are bolted in there, like what you would see holding bearings, like for a regular differential,
Right.
for like a regular ring and pinion gear.
Or
But
probably
I
seal
figure that
bearings.
once I get those out, once I've got the axle slid out, I got those two caps and everything off. That should let that whole like a ring gear come out. Then be able to figure out what's going on.
You might be able to get a hold of you might be able to go to a Harley Davidson dealer and have them get you a schematic or you might even find it online Might even check YouTube. You know,
I did already, and there was nothing on YouTube on the Tri-Glide rear end itself. I
uh,
can find how to put uh, different shocks on it with the lift kit, how to put the um, receiver, the trailer hitch and everything on. I can't find one showing how to do a bumper, which I still got to do.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I can find just about everything, but what I'm needing. So if I want up doing it myself, I'm definitely going to be doing the video of it, and I'll probably have the only one out there. Yeah, I see
What
you
about
shaking your head,
a
Cajun.
repair manual? What about a repair manual? You know, a book.
Um,
I don't know where to get it, but I mean, it's
I can
online,
find.
maybe somewhere.
Right. I'd have to find out.
I mean, $30 is well worth it because it's your bike. And most guys I know that own Harleys like I did, I had one.
Right.
That was it,
Oh, yeah.
one. Had a 64 panhead,
Yep.
which was the last year made for the panhead.
Right. What's up,
So,
Bob? Got
uh,
Jungle Bob in the house.
Me and a buddy of mine, Jungle Bob, what's up, mon ami? Me and a buddy of mine, he had a bike. His was newer than mine. He had another one that was older than mine. But we do all our own maintenance, all that stuff. How'd you find that out? Something went, like you heard something squealing or something?
I was going to work one day, and all of a sudden, it's like I'm hearing like a little noise
Okay.
and everything, and it's like, okay, what can that be? And I'm going through my head and everything, trying to figure out what it could be because I'm listening to it and what it's doing when I'm, as I'm going down the road and everything. And after listening and thinking about it, I'm going, that's got to be. It sounds like it's coming from that gear pulley that the belt rides in. I'm going. It almost sounds like that thing is loose.
Yeah.
So
Now, that's on
Saturday,
your trike?
that's on the trike. I see Troubles here. Got Brandon.
Hey, what's up, Brandon? Mon ami.
Yep.
Me, my brother from another mother.
Yep. So, like I said, Saturday I wound up doing some checking, and that's when I got things here, and I can move that pulley anywhere from 1/8 to 3/16 of an inch. And then yesterday I had the 2 different meetings after church I had to take care of. So on the way back home, I didn't go on either one of the bikes. I actually rode with the president, and right now he's got back problems, so he can't be on his bike right now. So he and I were riding in his truck. But anyways, he dropped me off over at the Harbor Freight, and I had Crystal meet me over there. And I got their ramps that they got some. I hate saying it, but believe it or not, they're plastic. But hey, I mean, they're designed for 6,500 pounds, and I mean it's a one-piece molded, design. I'm going. If these things supposed to handle up to 6,500 pounds, it'll handle my 1,300-pound trike.
Right.
Hell, those things are probably stronger than some of the metal ramps out there. I've drove
But
on top of some of them metal ramps, and they just went.
Yep. So I wound up getting those, and I got the trike up on it and everything, and it gave me where I could go up underneath the trike easier. And that's when I took the flashlight. I'm shining up in there, and it's like, okay, where are the bolts at that this thing is supposed to have? And I can't find any. Like I said, I can find the 4 little tabs that's threaded. It's got threads in there for like a bolt but coming from the opposite direction, but I don't see any place where bolts would even come through at all. That's the only thing.
I've never worked on a trike, but I've seen other models of motorcycle where the Like I've seen it them come loose at the drive at the motor. You know, the pulley, where your drive pulley off the transmission would come loose and sit there and start wobbling, and where the shaft and where the pulley itself, and you end up having to replace the shaft and the pulley.
Right.
But I'm there. I gotta believe that on the other end there has to be that big pulley has to have some kind of a spline set up. Hopefully on the other side.
Right.
So
Hi guys. Sweetheart, I'm heating up dinner.
we got an echo.
Yeah. What do you want? Do you want me to bring out water or anything when I bring it out to you?
Yeah, water would be good.
Okay. I guess I'll bring your phone since it's fully charged.
That might help. Yeah, I forgot to bring that. I know.
Yeah, I know. You didn't get my message that I sent you before I left. All right, I'll bring the water out, then I'll bring food out in a bit.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think I'm
Bye,
gonna.
guys.
Oh,
Hey, Brandon, we can't hear you. You got your mic off.
I was talking to Angel.
Oh. What's going on, Brandon? Because you didn't do no video for today.
So I accidentally ruined the video. The video for the week.
That's a better picture of you.
Yeah. So I did a video of me fishing, but the camera was pointed at the wrong angle, and I didn't notice until I got home and looked at the footage.
That's why you gotta look at what your camera is doing.
Well, it's kind of hard when you got a headband on. The hat's on a head mount. It's kind of hard to hold it on your hand and paddle at the same time. I got this.
So basically what you're saying is you were doing some Kentucky video.
Yeah. I got this one. I got
Mike.
my Bayou idling, but it still has that miss, and I don't like it.
Hey, Bob.
So it still has a miss. So I don't know. Maybe I'll replace the carburetor. I rebuilt it twice. The aluminum's really etched and stuff. So I think I'm gonna buy an OEM Kawasaki carburetor. It's gonna set me back $450 but for what I got into this 4-wheeler, it's worth it. You can't buy a 4-wheeler like this for $800 in this good of shape. So
Hey, just order it off of Amazon.
no.
Hey, Brandon, do you actually think? Oh boy, that's an echo.
Yeah.
Brandon, I think.
Hold on.
No, he's not echoing, but I can hear myself, and I can hear Mater, and I can hear Jungle.
Yeah, I'm good.
I hear everybody echoes over Brandon's, I think. When Brandon talks, I don't hear it.
I'm on the phone.
Oh.
I'm on a phone too, and there's no other source.
Yeah, so
It's not my end. I can mute myself. But anyway, Brandon, do you think it's in the carburetor? That little bitty miss?
well, I rebuilt the carburetor twice. I ran into the ultrasonic cleaner. You know, I have a high-dollar ultrasonic cleaner. And I think it might still be the carburetor. I rebuilt it with a Moose Racing kit, and everything's level, new jets, new everything. But the aluminum is really etched. I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Is that
Like,
the
I
one
can-
you got that the one you put the video out on 4 days ago, 5 days ago?
No, that's a Polaris Predator with a
Yeah,
Chinese
with a-
carburetor.
What I would do maybe is you got some thumb drills, huh?
Huh?
You got some thumb drills?
Yeah.
Get the size of that, put your drills in there, and go 1/64th of an inch or 1/100th of an inch. The next one higher. and open it up just a tad and see what it does.
Yeah, I think that might be a good idea because it's just running too lean. That's what it is. You can pull the spark plug and tell it's gray, so it's running too lean.
Yeah. Oh, you might have an air leak somewhere.
I replaced the intake manifold.
Later,
I just did that.
got the back.
Mike Hodge, I don't do spray brake cleaner and call it a
Yeah.
rebuild. I actually run it through an ultrasonic cleaner and put it through, and then rebuild it with the kit.
Yeah. Well, if you say you're running lean, that leans more towards what I was talking about. Just the next size thumb drill over.
Yeah, that might do it because it is running lean, and that's the only thing I can think of. I got the air mixture screw at 1.5, and that's what everybody says runs the best on these Bayous. But
That's about the normal standard thing. Can you give it a little more richness with another setting?
I might try. I might try it a little bit more. I might turn it in a hair more because I might have it past that 1.5. So I might try turning it back just a hair.
You don't have another jet on there anywhere?
You got your idle jet and your main jet.
Okay, so your main jet, well, those two work together.
Yeah. And they're both brand new. I replaced them. I went with the Moose Racing kit, which is a $high kit. It's top of the line ATV kit, harb kit.
Right.
Hey, Cajun, hey, try putting your headset in.
I can even mute myself and it still does.
Oh. Yeah, because I'm hearing an echo from somebody.
Yeah, I could hear it too. It started after Crystal came in.
Well, she's already popped out.
Yeah, I know it.
It could be on that end.
It's gone now. It's gone now.
Yep, it left.
Crystal might not have turned her thing off or something. YouTube off on her.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it is gone now.
Yeah, it's gone.
Unless Brandon did something to his phone or something.
Well, right now my mic's muted.
Okay, let me try that again. Oh, when you mute your mic, it goes away.
All right.
Yeah, so I'll just unmute myself when I want to talk.
All right, so it's on Brandon's end because he doesn't have his computer going.
No, I'm on the
Blame it
phone.
Brandon.
Yeah, he said he was on his phone. We get a lot of problems with that when you're trying to do it.
Yep.
Live stream from your cell phone. It's hard. When you join in with one. Y'all always get that.
Hey, Bob, do you see my comment I made on your video you posted earlier?
I did. I saw where you commented. I did. Yeah, that was.
Because to me, yeah, it should be, like you said, do the double checking. The parts guy should have done the double checking to see if there was any options.
Right. Well,
that mower.
Or what it is like this. They tried to change the belt themselves, and they're pretty smart. I mean, the son is pretty smart. He kind of knows what he's doing, and so he went in and asked for a belt for a Z, 355E, and they kept getting. But what boggles my mind is not only the fact that they bought 3 or 4 of them and kept breaking them and kept buying the same belt again. That's one thing. But
right. See, that's why I was saying on something like that. If you get one and then all of a sudden it wants to break.
But I finally,
second one.
Well, when they first brought over and told me the father brought his over here first, and when he first told me that, I look up the belt number, what I'm going to need to put back on there because I know I'm going to have a belt, right? And I see it, and then I see, then he tells me what belt number he's been buying. So now I look that up, and at first glance, I knew it was a 48-inch riding tractor belt. That was because I look up the dimensions. I knew it was 4 inches short. So
right,
so I knew that right away. But after that was couple 3 days ago. So then he calls me back up and he goes, "Hey, I want to bring my sons more over there so you can do the same thing to his because his is doing the same thing." So that's a double customer. I'm happy. Da da da. But I keep thinking about it. I'm wondering. Because I'm thinking, why are they getting the wrong belt? Why are they buying the wrong belt? Why? Because they're going to a John Deere dealer and buying this belt from a John Deere dealer, right?
Hey guys, does this work better?
It's not like you're going into
Yeah.
Lowe's or picking it up off the shelf yourself, right? So they're going into John Deere dealer and they're telling me. I'm wondering. Then I got to thinking because I didn't really know for sure that they made two different decks for that same model. So I had to do some research and I found out they did. There's one it's called an Edge. They got the deep axle. It's a 48-inch deck on both of them, but the belt is shorter, 4 inches shorter on the edge than it is on the axle deep belt, right? And that belt also fits the edge that mounts on riding tractors. See that on a riding tractor they make an edge deck that has a manual PTO on it, right? But it's the same deck. They put it on the Z-Track for the cheaper model, and so that's why. So I had to go back and do another video just saying that. But yeah, the guy at the parts counter should have said, "Hey, which deck do you have? Which deck do you have?" And they didn't do it. They just do
Are
it.
they behaving?
So now
Everybody's having but Brandon.
so this guy's wasted over. They're like $40 belts or $45 belts. So this guy's wasted over $100 in belts.
Hi guys.
In Compass parts, dude.
Well, guys, you're running in the basement.
Anyway, I'll let you guys. I ain't gonna.
Yeah.
About
Yeah, I mean, like I said, to me that something like that. If you got, if I go and buy something, say for my mower, okay, and I tell them what I've got and everything, as far as I'll make sure I give them the model and serial number.
Right. You gotta
Thank you. And they wound up giving me something. Say I got a good belt, which I've already gotten 2 different belts. I've got the drive belt and I got the mower deck belt. Okay, so I've got it on there. I've got a couple of problems with the mower I got to deal with.
What?
But if I get all of a sudden it's like that belt wants to come off, it's like, okay, what's going on here?
Well,
Something ain't
that's
right.
why I don't like customers to bring me parts. Which this didn't happen in this case. It wasn't a customer bringing me the part. They were going to try to fix it themselves. But
Right.
that's why when I don't like customers bring me parts, I like to look up the parts myself because I know about these kind of issues, that can come up. Because there's, it's just something. But the parts guy should have said he should have offered them the option of which deck do you have on that, sir or ma'am?
Right.
Because there's 2 different decks. So he wasn't familiar with his product line that he's selling parts for, is what I'm saying. And that's very irresponsible for you to put those kind of people at the counter.
Right.
That's costing a guy $48. You just shredded $48. Somebody that's probably working hard and can't even pay his bills day to day, and he's depending on that belt to make money with his lawnmower. And you just screwed him out of $50 just like that.
That's why I'm saying, for me, I put the blame actually on both because you said that they've gone through, multiple belts.
Yeah, well, they kept doing it over and over. That's their fault.
Right. So, see, that's what I'm saying. Okay. Right. And then the parts guy should have looked, like you said, should have looked, say, hold it. Which deck do you have on there?
Right.
Okay.
And when it finally came to me, the first guy, his dad, because they bought 2 of them when they bought them. I think they bought them at Lowe's and bought 2 of them. He gave one to his son because his son does that on the side for when he's not working. Anyway, but yeah, when it came to me, I figured it out. I knew that it was the wrong belt they had to start with on the first one. And then when his son was over, the same problem on that one, I was like thinking, Jesus, why would you keep buying all those belts that are snapping? But they had to bring it to somebody that knew what they were doing, and I figured it out pretty quick, but I'm not boasting on that. That's not what my video was about. My video was about, hey man, you need somebody at the parts counter that just ain't there to make 8. You know, they need to be there caring about what they're putting out for their customers. You know?
Right.
That's
And
just
see,
like I said on my video, it's just one man's opinion, you know. But
right.
I was trying to encourage everybody to do their own homework and look up their own part diagrams before they go to the dealer. That way, they know the part number they're supposed to get. You know.
See, like I said, that's why for me I made that comment. Okay, the parts guy should have double checked to make sure. And then for me, like I said, I've got this. Okay, say I'm out there, all of a sudden that deck belt breaks. Okay, why? Because I know it's brand new. It shouldn't. It should be lasting a lot longer. So what's going on here?
Well, the original ones broke on both of them because it was time, and they were cutting deep grass with it. But then when they had to start go replacing them, like they said last season, they started. They went in. They bought these same belts over and over and over, the same size.
Right. See that? Right. To me, right then and there, it would have been going. Hold it. Something ain't right here. Why am I breaking this many belts? And I shouldn't. You shouldn't be breaking this many belts. So
but you got sharp
something ain't
blades.
right.
The spindle pulleys ain't bad or nothing. Good sharp blades, and you're not trying to cut wet deep grass on number one. You shouldn't be going through them belts like that. Yeah.
Right. And Mike, I agree with Crystal. No, I'm not gonna. I won't trade the trike in because I'm still paying on it. And second, I'd go and buy a Hellcat.
But let's get off the belt thing. My issue, I just wanted to come in here and listen to you guys talk. I didn't really want to get on a work thing.
Yep.
So that's why I try to speak fun when I come in your chat.
Well,
If you don't mind.
coming in.
I mean, I'm trying to relax.
Uh-oh. Brandon went bye-bye.
Yeah, he probably got out of range of his router.
Probably. Either that or he fell off the four-wheeler.
I was going to say Cajun never got my sticker. I sent him one. I don't know if he got it.
That what?
Did you ever get my sticker?
Your sticker? Yeah, I did. There were 2 of them in there, if I'm not mistaken.
I didn't know if you got them or not.
Huh?
I didn't know if you got them or not. I told you I didn't know you wanted
yeah.
them.
If I'm not mistaken, there were 2 of them in there.
Hit the wrong button.
Yep.
Let me see. I think I should
No,
have it right here.
I was just making sure you got it. Just
Run
to make sure. You ain't got to show them or nothing. Don't show them or nothing. I just want to make sure you got it.
Yeah, I'm fixing to mail yours out with
And I have-
everybody else's.
I just want to
I
make
do
sure
like-
you have the address and got it all right.
Yeah, I recognize the address on it. There was no name, but I recognize the address. Yeah, there you are, right there.
Yeah, I just put my return address on it.
Yeah, I recognize the address because you're not but a few minutes from David. Dave's not here, man. David Carlisle.
David Carlisle.
Yep.
But
Just
I'm gonna
over
mail yours out. I do mine like once a month. That way I can do everything at one time. You know, make one trip to the post office with the sticker.
That's cool. I just want to make sure I got the right info and it got to you.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, especially the way the post office is nowadays.
Hey, Cajun, you going to be mailing any of those off, any of your stickers off to Texas?
Yeah. I forgot to give, I was going to give Money Maniacs a stack of them. Like to give away when he goes, but Money, he just passed us some, not bad news, but some news last night. He's not going to be on Wednesdays anymore for his Wednesday flea market thing. It's kind of an extension from Big T's, Mama T, not Big T, Mama T's Sunday flea market. And he was doing pretty good with that too. You know, people would come up on the panel and sell stuff.
Right.
But anyway, I forgot to give him a sticker so he could give away a sticker every now and then and bring you a few of them.
Right. Yeah. Well, you remember the that raffle that I said that we were having for the 2 guns and the knife?
A raffle?
Yeah. Yeah, through the ministry, we were doing a
Oh yeah. The $2 or $3 per ticket thing or whatever.
well, okay, that one that one was for the youth ministry, okay, and they actually sold all the tickets and had the drawing Sunday morning at church.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but as far as with the motorcycle ministry, we were doing one. It was for a Smith & Wesson SD40. There was a I think it's a Ruger 9mm and a Boker blade, and we were doing it to try and raise funds and everything for a fellow biker who's having health issues.
Right.
Well, unfortunately, I got the news over the weekend that he passed away.
Oh man.
So right now we're what tickets we do have left, which is not that many. I think there's maybe 60 tickets left. So we're gonna be pushing to get those sold. And basically now all the proceeds and everything are going to go to help for the funeral cost.
The family, correct? Yeah.
Correct. But I mean, we're going to be still doing the drawing, everything. I mean, I've still got 10 tickets. I've been asking, and I can't. Nobody seems to be interested in getting one. I mean, I know it's $25 a piece, but hey, you still got a chance.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And, hey, you got one chance out of 150. Now, if someone wants to buy multiple, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. So they only made 150 tickets?
Yep, only 150 tickets.
So 1 out of 150, that's very good odds, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of raffles, they buy 1,000,
Right. Well, I know that what the youth ministry did, they only had 250 of them. And like I said, those things got also, I think they had about 80 of them Sunday morning. And by the time we even had our church service, they were gone. They were all sold out. So they wound up having the drawing right then and there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wanted a couple of them, and Johnny wanted a couple of them.
Well, like they say, you snooze, you lose.
Yeah. Yeah, $3 a piece. I mean, and then what? How much was it for 3?
$10.
3 for 10, or what? They were $4 a piece,
or 4 of them for 10.
4 for 10. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, because I was gonna get the $10 package, and Johnny was gonna get it, and we just forgot about it. I'm waiting on you to give me a reminder. Now that you gave us the reminder, well, it's all over and done with.
Right.
C'est tout fini avec ça, as we say in French.
Right. But hey, I still have the other, and like I said, it's the first name that gets drawn. They will have their choice between the 2 guns, and then second name drawn gets the remainder gun. Third name gets drawn gets the knife.
Yeah, well, I'll have to get with you later on that.
I'm starting my computer. I'm going to switch over to my computer here in a second.
All right.
Yeah, I hadn't heard any echo lately, so I mean.
Well, that's because he put his headset in.
Oh,
that's why.
Okay.
Yeah. So that could have been it. The dealing with the phone. The microphone on the phone was picking up everything.
Okay.
But
I put a link up in chat to a song about Kawasaki. It's a good song. Okay, it's a Cajun Zydeco song. Rockin' Sydney made it. The guy that made my toot toot, don't mess with my toot toot. So you can right click on that link and just open it, new tab, and it won't play. It'll just open it, and then y'all can watch it later.
Right.
It's
hey Wayne. The one thing I was going to ask Wayne is, okay, since the state police caught the guy, are they charging him with any crime?
They're going to get back with me on it.
Okay.
So I'm just waiting to hear, it was on weekends, so.
So
Right.
what did he slammed the door on your head or something, or hit you with something?
He come up behind me and hit me.
Yeah, I heard you say earlier he was walking out or something and lights out.
And that's what it was.
Dang. And what you got, 12 stitches, you said? Or
Well, there's 10 or 12 in there.
okay.
It's too sore to count.
Oh yeah. Hey
Hey guys, I'm gonna have to go. I enjoy being up here. Thank you for letting me up, Mater.
No
Why
problem.
you gotta go? You got a hot date?
No, I gotta eat dinner, take a shower, and get ready to work in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
Night, Jungle Bob.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
We have a good night.
All right.
Take it easy,
Thanks for
brother.
being here. But yeah, I mean, I hope that you find out what kind of charges they want to bring up against the guy. And I guess, since you said it was a public restroom and everything,
Yeah.
I hope there were plenty of witnesses that were around that can, testify as far as what happened.
Well, I guess there was a stalker that seen it happen. One of the people that working because it's in a resort area. So they actually don't even know how he got in there.
Wow.
But I guess this person's a person that lives in that town, from what I'm hearing.
Right.
And I'm not worried about it. I'm standing upright, so that's all that counts in my book.
Yeah. That's always a good thing. As long as you're always, to me, as long as you're above ground,
Yeah.
that's always a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, I've been banged up a few times in my life, and if this is all I ever get, then I'm lucky.
Yeah.
I got a buddy of mine in Mississippi. His channel name's Curtis Lowe. Just like the song by Leonard Skinner, Curtis Lowe. That's his channel name. He's over in Alabama, not far from David's over there. I hadn't seen him in a good while neither. But sometimes we talk and all that. And I'd say, "How you doing, Curtis Lowe?" He say, "Well, I'm north of the grass, so I'm doing fine."
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I'll tell you what, I've seen some one hit.
Yeah.
Where either it did a lot of damage or death occurred. And they got a video out on one thing where this guy, they were outside of a store or something, and this one guy hit this guy at one time. He fell, and he never got up.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Killed him.
Jeez.
Yeah. That's kind of a viral, not kind of, that's a viral video on YouTube.
Yep.
Hey,
Yeah, just right. And
I think his head hit the concrete or something, though.
yeah.
That was the cause of it. I think they were saying was because the way he hit his head on the concrete, when
Right.
he fell.
Well, the jar.
Trauma.
Yeah, it's the trauma.
Yeah, well, I mean, the guy he didn't have no reason to hit the guy anyway, so he's at fault and he's going to serve prison time,
Amen to that, Crystal. But
That's right. Amen, sister.
now I guess we just gotta wait on Brandon to figure out how to get his computer switched back on.
It's updating right now.
Ah, that's a problem with it, huh?
Yeah, I don't hear echo, so we in good shape. Yeah, I was late.
No more than it's bugging me.
I was late jumping in. I got in at 7:30 when you came on.
Right.
They had one light, so I was the second light, and Wayne was in there, and then I popped out the chat, the chat popped out. I had moved it about, I shrunk it down that far,
Look at the
and then
sun,
it
guys.
froze up. It froze up on me. I said, "Oh no, I ain't dealing with this all night long." I just went on ahead and restarted the computer, and it wanted a little update, so that took about 10 minutes, and boom, now I'm good to go.
No, I kept
If I
going.
would've
Like,
looked-
okay, Cajun slow. I guess Missy ain't woke him up yet because he ain't here yet.
Oh, you said that? No.
Yep.
No. I've been up since I took a little nap. I was up at I think 5 o'clock or something. No, 4 o'clock.
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. I figured, you probably were taking a nap, being, you got to do it for that old age and everything. And Missy ain't
Well, I
woke you
tell
up.
you what, man, when you wake up like that from a good nap or whatever, and then you start hearing noises and it didn't come out of your butt and hit the floor and make a loud noise, yeah, that's when your body's telling you you're getting a little old.
Yeah. Well, I know today that I left work about 6, and I came home, and this area right through here, that was the only spot that was dry on my shirt.
Really?
Yeah. But that's only because when I rode the bike home and everything, I got my cut and everything on, so it's open right through here. So I got the air hitting me,
Oh,
and it dried it out.
Sitting on the table there.
Right. So the rest of my shirt was all soaking wet from the heat and everything.
right.
From the heat, humidity. And it's like, oh my God, that's one of the reasons why I wound up coming home early today, just to get away from that heat. And I know, like I said, Wednesday, I came home. I left work a little bit after 5.
It's pointing up in the attic, in the roof.
But like I said, all I know is, like I said, last Wednesday I came home, and I know I went up doing a live stream, and I told her, says, wake me up about 7 o'clock. I'll go live at 7:30. And I think she said about 5 minutes after I laid down, I was out. So, yeah, that heat, I'll
Still waiting on my computer. I'm picking up tools in the shop.
Yeah.
Well,
First-
looky here.
Yep.
What's
Brandon,
up,
you know all about the
17?
heat and everything. Heat and humidity.
17 is in the house.
Yep.
Mm.
And,
Man, well, I'm getting me seasick over here, moving me left to right, left to right, left to right.
hey, I'm not doing it. That's all
No, I
I'm
know.
saying.
I know. I'm making a joke.
I know.
I don't get seasick that easy, but I tell you what, I get car sick. You
Do
put
ya?
me in the back seat, and you going around a bunch of curves and all this and that and other. Oh no! And then if I try to read something in the back seat of a car, and I was like that since I was a kid. My mom, I remember my mom saying, "He gets car sick." It seems to me he gets car sick because we used to play them games when we leave Abbeville and go to Texas to see my cousins, my mom's sister, that family, and it wasn't a far ride really. It was from Abbeville, it was a half hour to the interstate, and we only had like 80 miles to the Texas line,
Right.
and then we turned south in Orange and go to Bridge City. So that wasn't that far of a ride. What, an hour and a half? Something like that. Well, Mama had bought some games like I Spy or whatever. It was like a bingo card almost, and you tried to look for different cars, different model cars and like 18-wheelers, the Peterbilts and all that. And hell, I was trying to read that, and I'd get car sick.
Yep.
I wouldn't throw up or nothing, but I'd get nauseated.
Right. Well, I know that's one thing I was telling Crystal about. I'm still waiting to go on a cruise and have her go with me. But I was telling her what was real funny was on the last cruise, nighttime was, time to go to sleep and everything. I could be laying down, if I lay down in the bed, flat on my back and everything, it was like, okay. But if I turned over on my side, like I normally sleep and everything, I could feel the gentle rocking of the boat.
Ship.
It wasn't much, but it was just enough. I'm going, man, this is like, getting rocked to sleep, and it was good.
Oh, okay. I thought you was gonna say it made you a little sick, a little woozy in the head or something. Oh, okay.
Nope.
Hey, I'll tell you, that reminds me of riding overseas in the bottom of the hull of a ship. And coming
Yeah.
into a storm, they locked down the hatches.
Oh boy.
Man, all you seen was guys throwing up and people with diarrhea and everything else.
Yeah.
3 trailers? Wow, Scott.
Oh,
You trying to be like you're down in Australia?
That's what it sounds like.
Yep.
Yeah, them truck drivers down there, man, they can haul a load a quarter mile long.
Yep. And they don't actually have trains down there. They have the rigs that they've
Yeah,
got.
they call them truck trains.
Right,
truck
they're
trains,
truck
right.
trains because I mean
Yeah.
they got about 10 to 15 trailers behind them, and they're going down the road, and it's like you just gotta sit there and wait.
We were talking about loads and all that a week or two ago or something, and
Hey,
somebody,
Breezy.
my panel or somebody was talking about trucks because I had my own trucks. I had 2 of them, not all at both at one time. I had one, I sold it, then I got back into it again. Hey, Breezy. And we were talking about how, in the auto cars and all that, how auto cars were meant for heavy hauling. They got a 6 and a 4 in those transmissions, 6 and a 4. Well, you got 24 gears in there. So I'm going to be Beetlejuice when I die and haunt the Capitol building.
I like that.
I tell you what, that Western Star I had, man, that was one hell of a truck.
Yeah. I know right now at work we've got a trailer that the boss was using for storing the different paints and everything. But we've
Container
been
trailer?
rearranging it, and we've gotten all the paint and everything out of it. And now he wants it gone. Okay. So, I mean, I think it's a 53 footer, aluminum sided, and he wants the whole thing gone. The biggest problem is he doesn't have a title on it because it was given to him.
Okay.
Okay. So I contacted someone who does scrap metal and everything. They said without a title, they say it's a felony to do something with it.
If he bought it legal, then shouldn't have no problem.
Right. But he wants it hauled off as scrap metal. And I'm going, man, if I had a truck big enough, I'd haul it off. I'd strip that sucker down and everything. But I don't have a place to put it, and I don't have a way of stripping it down because
No,
there's
wait a
gonna
minute.
be.
Do you have a buddy of yours with a winch truck
Nope.
and a truck? Because those containers, they'd haul them on a like a type of a dolly,
Right.
and they just dump them off of there. Those containers. You're talking about a container trailer, right?
Correct.
The 2 doors open in the back, and that's it. Like people
Yep.
make houses out of them. Okay.
Yep.
Well, I've never seen an aluminum one.
Like I say, it's aluminum sided.
Mm.
The sides are aluminum.
Damn.
So I mean, how much does one of those trailers weigh? A normal 53-foot trailer.
Well, I haven't seen no 53 footers in containers because all of those are a certain size.
No,
I think those are
it's
40.
not a container. Okay, it's a regular, fifth wheel trailer. Okay, it's not a container. Okay, but it's just a regular 53-foot.
Oh, okay. So it's just a 53-foot trailer, and you back up a truck to it and haul it on. Okay,
Correct.
all right. Well, truck and trailer, yeah, those are aluminum. Truck and trailer should weigh. Let's see, my truck and a sugarcane trailer, which was made out of steel. Mine was 57 foot. My tare weight, empty weight, full of fuel, I think I went 40, 41, 43,000, something like that. Truck and trailer.
Okay. How much?
I forget what my truck weighed. I forgot what my truck weighed. That's been too long ago.
Right. But all I know is that the boss, he was telling me that he's willing to pay someone a grand to have it hauled off.
Well, if I had a truck, I'd go over there and get it. I'd get a temporary plate for it, and I'd get it. Free trailer? Hell yeah. Well, I'd have to check the bearings and all that, make sure, because you got on those trailers, you got a round glass dial, glass face,
right,
on the ends, and you have an oil level right there. But still, in all, that don't mean that. I mean, the shit could still be frozen,
right.
Brakes might need work or something, but
Yeah,
empty,
but
that shouldn't be a problem. Right. The truck brakes will stop that.
Right, but what I'm saying is just to have the thing hauled off for scrap metal.
You don't have a friend of yours that has an 18-wheeler that can haul it in your yard for you?
I was trying to talk to someone, and he goes, without title on that trailer, he said it's a felony for him to get it in for scrap metal.
No, but I'm talking about just park it in your yard so you can use it as storage or whatever.
I don't have room I can put it.
Oh, okay.
That's my only problem. See, now, I'd like to be able to get it, if I had it here, I'd strip that sucker down, for all the scrap metal and everything. And, of course, first thing is all aluminum and everything, because there's got to be a good ton or two of aluminum there. And then no telling how much in steel.
That trailer's got to weigh at least 8,000 to 10,000.
Right.
Oh yeah. Well, you got a lot of steel on there too. You got more steel than aluminum.
Right.
You're gonna have about 1,200 pounds of aluminum off of that trailer, I would say.
Right.
Or a little more. You might have a ton. Yeah. So you're in the zone. I'm in the zone. You're in the zone.
Hey, Brandon, you got me there. Okay. My boss was willing to pay someone $1,000 to haul it off.
Yeah. So that's a plus.
Right.
But it's not as close though.
Right. So now, like for me, what I'm willing to do, if someone wants it for scrap, okay, they can have it for whatever it is for scrap and everything. And it's like, fine, I want to pocket that $1,000 myself. I'd like to be able to pocket that money. Hey, I get that grand. I'd have the money, no problem, to get my trike fixed.
Yeah. That's the one you call Angel?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, Ennis 710 or in the immediate area.
Well, Brandon, hey, get with your buddy. Let me know because, he's basically, if he wants to come get it, hey, I'd be willing to split what my boss is wanting to pay.
How long do you think it's been sitting without being moved?
Probably about 10 years.
Yeah. Truck brakes will take care of that, and the brakes ain't no good on there. As long as you can hook up your glad hands from the trailer to the truck and the brakes release, that's all you got to worry about that. Or if they don't release, just take the cam arms off of the brake cylinders themselves, let them hang, no problem. The truck brakes will stop it. All you got to do is just take another plate off another trailer that's close to it. And if they ain't going too far, if you ain't doing nothing wrong, you know, whatever, nobody's going to mess with you.
Right.
Know?
Now, my boss was saying that he signed like a bill of sale for it.
Yeah, well, that's a legal transaction.
Yep.
You know? And it doesn't have a plate because of the fact it's a storage container. That's
Right.
why.
That's what it was made, made for. But like I said, now there's still stuff inside of it. We've got, I'd say 80% of the stuff inside cleaned out already. So, I mean, it wouldn't take all that long to get the rest of it all cleaned out.
Wonder why he wants to get rid of that.
Don't need it anymore.
Well, any excuse is better than none.
Yep. It's like, hey, I'm not going to complain. So, I mean, like I said, I've been trying to figure a way of getting it out of there and having it hauled off as scrap metal. Because, I like I said, you're saying about 1,200 pounds in aluminum. Okay.
Well, I could be wrong. Okay. It's a 53-footer, so I am wrong. It's going to be more than 1,200 pounds, 1,400 pounds. But that aluminum skin, it depends on the walls inside too. Are those
Right.
aluminum? The studs in the walls, the little beams, the little eye beams, are those aluminum too? More than likely they are. More than likely they are.
I'd have to go back inside of it and look.
Yeah.
But I believe it is.
They have wood on the inside.
I know there's some wood inside. I don't remember how much.
Okay.
I mean,
Then
I haven't been inside of it since.
it's going to be aluminum I-beam. So yeah, you're going to have right at a ton of aluminum.
And how much is aluminum?
Then they're going to
right
call
now?
it dirty aluminum. You know about scrap people. They might call it dirty aluminum and only give you like 8 cents a pound.
Well, figure that. How much would that be? Say if it's a ton.
Well,
And
2,000 times 8 cents would be $60.
would that be?
I think. Hold on.
Maybe.
Just say 2,000 times 0.08. Now I'm just doing this hypothetically. $160. Yeah, $160.
All right. Well, Brandon's saying right now it's 11 cents a pound. So.
Okay. Yeah. But that's
Still,
dirty aluminum. If you can
right.
get some number 2 aluminum or whatever and get like 35 cents or 40 cents, then hell,
yeah,
be better off, Then you're gonna get 160 or just say 180 times 4. Then you're looking at close to $800.
Yeah. And then how much is steel going for? How much is that per ton?
Steel's back up. I think it's like 190 or 200 a ton for number 1 steel. That's number 1 cut in 4-foot pieces or less.
Yeah, but and then how much? Okay, say there's a ton of aluminum. Okay, well we already know there's going to be about 1,000 pounds in wood. Okay, and of course you got the rubber for the tires. You're going to have all the other stuff and everything on there. So we're still looking. I mean, how much weight are we looking at as far as in steel itself?
The rest of the steel, because you got tires on there and all that, you can sell the tires and rims. You can sell the axle. You can sell the brakes. I would just keep it as a trailer, try to get it legal some kind of way,
Right.
and sell it. You're going to get way more money to sell that trailer if you get it legal. You're going to make way more money on that, or sell it to somebody for storage.
Right. I know it doesn't leak. That I know for a fact. It doesn't leak inside because I've been inside of it because I've been working there for over 7 years. I've gone inside and I've never seen any kind of wet spots on the floor at all.
Right.
So I mean, yeah, it'd be perfect. I mean, right now it doesn't have the double doors in the back. It has been modified. There's like a house door in the very back of it. So that's been modified back there.
Well, that'll
just
look
start
funny
opening the
to a
door
state
up.
trooper going down the road.
Yeah,
Caravan.
yeah.
Yeah. Like, damn, somebody done made up my house out of this thing.
Yep. Hey, Shaggy.
They'll check
But
your
yeah, I
receipt.
mean,
You stop by the border.
Yeah, no doubt, huh? You holding any Mexicanos in here today? In these living quarters? What's up, Shaggy? Yeah, boy.
hey, Brandon, if your buddy down there in Troy, if he is interested, hey, if he wants it, hey, we'll split it 50-50. He can get it, he can have the trailer for whatever he wants and everything. But yeah, Crystal, yeah, I agree. If I had the room, I definitely would use it as a shop as big as I'd take the axles and everything off. I'd drop that sucker down on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, that would last you a lot of years as a
Yep.
shop. It would outlive you, put it that way.
Yeah. All right, I'll be right back.
All right.
There's a fire out in the backyard I gotta go put out.
Okay. Crystal's bringing him his water.
I thought maybe he was gonna go take a leak.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. You're right. You're right. You're right.
I'm gonna wait until he comes back. Then I'm gonna take off because my head's starting to pound.
You're gonna take off. Oh, you're gonna tell him bye.
Yeah, I was gonna wait and say goodbye to him. My head's starting to throb.
Oh man.
Nothing like having your head stretching nice and tight around, as all that dried goop.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they call it. 17 short iron, number 1 iron, short iron. 4 foot or less. Some scrap iron yards are different than others. Some call short iron 4 foot or less. Some says 3 foot or less. And Mississippi, it's 4 foot or less. We tore apart this. My buddy had his parents died, and they wanted to clean all the property up. So and they had they were ranchers, had a lot of horses and stuff. So they had pipe fence, 2-inch pipe, or was it drill pipe, drill stem? I think 3 1/8 drill stem or something.
Mm-hmm.
3 1/4 drill stem. Man, we loaded up the bottles, acetylene and oxygen bottles. He said, y'all come take it down, tear it down, the scrap. Man, we doubled up on that fence and we got it done in about 3 days. That's with the hauling and all, because it was just me and him.
Right.
If we'd have had a helper hauling all that on the trailer, it would have been all right. Man, we made like $2,500 on that. That's what short iron was. I think it was $240 a ton or $250 a ton. That was in the heyday. Okay, that was right there around 2000 and 205, I think, 2005, something like that. 2006.
I'm gonna take off out of here, Mater.
Right.
My head's starting to pound.
Well, you take it easy and get some rest.
That's what I'm gonna do. See you folks again. Have a good night.
All right. Good night.
Hey, bud, have a good day.
But yeah, like I said, I've been trying to find a way of you know, getting that trailer gone. But I ain't found it yet. Ain't nobody interested. All right, Brandon, you take it easy. Appreciate you coming in.
Brandon's hauling butt too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Evidently wants to play video games.
Yeah. You do any fishing, Mater?
I haven't done any kind of fishing in a long time.
710's brother is a lure designer. You know, bass lures. You know,
Right.
Bass, sac-a-lait, perch. You know, brim, stuff like that.
Right.
He's a designer. I don't know if I still got it up there or not. I think I lost it when I restarted the computer.
Ah.
The link to it. I was gonna put the link up.
Well, I
No,
know
I got it. I still got it up here. It's called Gorilla Buzzbait.
Ah.
It's a different kind of buzzbait. It makes like a ticking noise, and
Get their attention.
they say the bass can't resist it.
Huh. Well, I know for me, like I say, it's been a while since I've actually gone fishing. I used to do it a lot years and years ago, but life got in the way of it, and it was like just never gotten back to doing it.
Here's the link right here. Oh, wait a minute. That's well, yeah, that's the link. It's gonna bring you to a bunch of different sites,
Right.
you know, like different places where you can buy them at. That's the Google link right there.
Ah.
I'm pretty sure that'll come up if you click on it.
But yeah, I mean, we got the lake over here. They got a little marina, and the way they've got it set up out there, they got one little spot. I forget how much it costs to get in there, but they've got it to where you can go. They've got all the way around. They got the chairs and everything around the railing. Basically, you just sit there and put your, the line and everything right there in the water. And I think you're probably maybe 30 feet deep in that section. So, like I said, I haven't been out there in years. It's definitely been over 30 years now. Uh-oh. We got someone else wanting to come in. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
About time.
Hey, I've been hooking up trailers.
You've been
I recognize
hooking.
that voice. I know that voice. I won't even look at the computer.
Why, of course,
Hey,
I got a one-of-a-kind voice.
He says he's been hooking today.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we got them many
Yeah.
clients.
Yeah, that's Mr. Briggs. Gotta be
Yep.
Mr. Briggs. What's up, Mr.
How you doing,
Briggs?
Scott?
How you doing, mon ami?
I'm driving down the road with a set of triples.
There you go.
Yep. So you still hauling that sailboat fuel?
I ain't hauling sailboat.
Sailboat fuel. That reminds me of a weight, DOT weight guy that stopped me one time. I'll tell you all that story after a while.
So where are you headed to tonight?
Same place I go every night. Hell.
So you're going home?
No, hell ain't home. Hell is going down the highway towards Cuomo Town.
Yep.
AKA New York State Capitol.
Ah. I don't even know if I want to go to New York. Is there everything going on up there? Like, nah, too many people I'd put in the grave.
Yeah, no, that's you're talking about New York City. He's up New York State up there.
I'm talking about New York State.
Well, you get up
Yeah,
north there
guarantee
and
it.
all that in the country,
Yeah.
it's not bad.
Yeah. But I guarantee you right now, most of them would be the politicians.
Hey, leave my upstate alone. I got hills.
Yeah, I'll admit, yeah, there are probably some nice areas up there in New York, the state-wise. I'm not talking about New York, New York. I'm talking about just the state itself.
Yeah, well, you get upstate, it's nice up there.
Yeah.
I live in God's country.
I didn't know you were here in Texas.
Yeah, or Louisiana.
There's no hills in Texas. It's flat.
Oh, no, we got hill country.
You ain't
Oh,
got
yeah.
what I got. I open up my front door. I look down the street. I got the mighty Chemung River with 500 acres that I own 200 of them.
Wow. Well, I know that over here in the hill country, I guarantee you, if you look on YouTube or do Google search as far as finding the number one motorcycle place to go riding, you're going to find the Three Twisted Sisters over in the hill country here in Texas. Then you're probably going to find Tail of the Dragon, and there might be a few other places, but number one is usually the Three Twisted Sisters. It's 100.
I don't ride a motorcycle, so I don't.
That's what's wrong with you. You ain't got
I
a
like my
motorcycle.
convertible. I
Hey,
own two
Scrap.
motorcycles.
What do you got?
My father left me a '69 Triumph.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Face straps.
That's a heavy piece of machinery right there.
Yep.
Yeah,
What
what
else
size
do you-
Triumph? What size Triumph?
1200.
That's a heavy piece of machinery.
Yeah. That's a decent
Oh, yeah.
one.
I remember the old Triumphs, man. That was man, they tanks.
Yep.
You can't break them.
Nope. That's when they were still making them good.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen some of the Triumphs.
Very high to Goldwing.
And what year Goldwing?
83.
That's not bad. Got that opposed 6-cylinder in it?
Nope, 4-bank. The 1100.
Ah. I mean, it's still not a bad one. I know I wouldn't mind finding a.
I haven't been on the Goldwing in 10 years.
Why haven't you? Hey, Adam.
What's up, Tampa boy? Man, straps.
Yep.
With
I
straps.
think Briggs must
Okay.
be in bad air. It sounded like he was breaking up.
Yeah, he did that. That happened the other night in my panel when he was live in my panel. He got in a
Right.
certain area. He was like do-do-do, 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 like that.
Yep.
Sound like R2D2.
Yep. Need to get
I went to
Adam
the
on
airport.
here. Ah.
Okay. Hey, Adam. I mean, God dog it. Straps. Adventure. Check out that link I put in the chat. That's for some good fishing lures.
I need to get Adam up here on the panel. Need to pick his little brain.
Wait. No, I don't think Mr. Briggs is Scott Keller. No.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got two different YouTube channels?
Nah.
No.
No, that's what I thought. No, Scott Keller is an Aussie boy.
No.
No, Scott.
No?
Scott. Right there, you like my redneck coffee mug?
So where's Scott Keller at anyway?
Right here.
Well, you said you wasn't Scott Keller.
I didn't say that. Someone else did.
Oh. Okay, I didn't know.
No problem, Adam.
Yep, I'm the only one.
Yep, the one and only.
They made a song after me.
Hey, here's some. Hey, Scotty, beam me up. There's no intelligent life form down here.
Yeah, you're right. We got Biden in the White House. Whoops,
Yeah.
did I say that?
Yeah. Whoops.
Yeah, you said that out loud.
Yep. Oh, they're gonna come after me.
Yeah, I doubt that.
I saw something today on Facebook. I started laughing. I even shared it. It was like you saw Trump. He's on the phone and everything, and you see Hillary on the other end on the phone, and Trump's going, "Hey, Hillary, the coronavirus has got information about you. You might want to call them."
Hell, the government ain't worried about finding people like you, Briggs. We're talking about that. They still trying to find Joe Biden's mind. They ain't gonna find you.
They can't find his. They sure in the hell ain't gonna find Briggs.
I got an 8mm video of my father beating up Joe Biden when they were 12 years old in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Come on.
Really?
Yep.
Damn. That'd be good to watch.
You can see it's Joe Biden.
What? Okay, I'm gonna bite on that one. How's that?
It looks like them. They grew up together. Joe Biden
okay.
lived in Scranton, Pennsylvania until he was 11 or 12 years old.
Oh, okay. I thought you was gonna give a punchline right there. I thought you wanted me to bite on something.
No, Joe Biden lived in Scranton, Pennsylvania. My family's from
I believe you, but I thought you were actually making a joke because you were saying you can tell it's him in the video, and I said,
you can.
okay,
It looks just like him.
Okay.
It looks just like him. Look.
Except with a smaller body.
Yep.
So that's how he lost his mind. Your dad beat it out of him.
Oh no, he grabbed my. What I was told is he grabbed my aunt's butt. My father and uncle grabbed him, and my father beat the crap out of him.
Oh, so he put him over his knee then?
No, he beat the crap out of him. Gave him a German redneck style ass whooping.
There you go. Oh, Briggs. I've got a few people interested in a couple of those three-legged buffaloes you got.
Oh yeah.
Nipples.
Well, when I dig them out, I'll let you know.
All right.
I got my house is packed.
Yeah, but you said you had those in the bank. And you safe to deposit.
Yeah, but I got work on my house before I work.
Yeah,
Yep, they are. But everything else, I got work. I got so much on my plate now. I'll get to you.
Yeah, no
I
problem.
haven't even had time to mail out stickers yet.
All I need is some pictures of them, front and back.
Oh yeah, the old man's got like that coffee mug I was showing him. That was his. It looks like a camera lens.
It did.
But it's not. It's a coffee mug. I went and put coffee in that store and they wouldn't charge me. They said, that's not a coffee mug. I said, well, I'm drinking out of it. What do you think it is? But hey, who am I? I'm a redneck. Redneck proud.
So what is that? I couldn't. It was hard for me to tell exactly what it was.
It's coffee
Is that
mug.
a camera lens?
That's what it is.
It looks just like a camera lens.
Yeah. Well, you take the lid off it and
So
It's
it's
a coffee
actually a
mug.
camera. It is actually a camera lens.
No, it's what it looks like, a camera lens.
Okay. Because I tell you
And there's
what, a
a-
camera lens like that would cost about $3,000.
Yep. So where'd you find that at, Scott?
my father's hoard.
Wow.
I hate to tell you something. He made it.
So so he made it out of what kind of a camera lens then?
A Canon.
I was going to say Canon.
Yep. He said he felt the same way about Canon lenses as I do Freightliners.
Well, did you hear what I was talking about earlier? About that trailer got at work? Uh-oh, he muted his mic. There you go, Adam.
Damn, you beat me to it, mate.
You're getting
saw it.
slow in
You
that
saw
old
it.
age.
No, you saw it before I did. I got to refresh my chat.
Like I said, you're getting slow in that old age.
My computer old age, not me.
But I tell you one thing, I do like that mug that Briggs has got. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yep, thinking outside the box. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's exactly what you got to do. Well, I sent a text message to Money, and he's saying he's not. Seems like he's not going to be able to pop in here.
No, oh, that's what I was saying earlier. Money came up last night, and D. Reese's after
Dark
flea
out
market
here.
show, and he took on a new job starting today.
Right.
He's hauling people around, medical wise. And they'll take him out of Arizona. He might have to bring him to Houston, to wherever,
Right.
you know. But he's going to be hauling people in his vehicle, and he's going to be getting something like 80 cents a mile.
Wow.
That's pretty
Something like
good.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
Not
And that's
bad.
both ways. I mean, every
What's up,
mile
fellas?
he puts on his vehicle. How you
What's up,
doing, Tampa
Adam?
boy? What's going on?
Living the dream, Bob. Living the dream. You know it.
Yeah, but you down there in Florida, close to the water too, where you can go fishing just about any time you want.
Oh yeah, you got to see that. I'm getting ready to upload that footage finally from the fishing trip I went on about a month ago. I went out to the middle
Oh,
grounds
yeah?
on an 84-foot Hatteras. Oh,
Dang.
man. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we did a whole weekend trip.
Good offshore.
Hey, you gonna be here in Texas at the beginning of November?
I wish, man. That's my birthday too. I wish, but no, I ain't gonna. There's no way.
Well, you heard what's
I
going
can't.
on, right?
It's the Go GPS 180. Yeah, I'd stomp all
Yeah.
them guys.
Yeah,
They
and
wouldn't
Brandon
stand
and
a
I
chance.
work. Hey, Brandon and I are building a trike for that. I mean, not a trike, but a mini bike. And
Mini bike, yeah.
I wound up buying a Predator. It's a non-Hemi 212. So we're going to take
Yeah.
that 212 and put it in that mini bike.
Heck yeah. I got one I'd send you, dude, that's got about 25 horsepower right now, ready to go.
There you go. No, yeah, but it's got to be stock or what?
No.
Oh, they got an outlaw class. They got an outlaw class, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
but no, this is an endurance race though.
Right.
I know.
3
I know.
hours.
My races are endurance too. I build mine to last.
Okay. Yeah, because I was telling them about I think it was the other night in my panel. I was looking up ARC racing and stuff, and they got an engine,
Yeah, all my.
six
I
and a
got all-
half horse Briggs. That's
Yeah, the
got the
animal.
high performance crank, the rod, billet flywheel, all that good stuff. Anywhere from 275 to 350. Comes in a kit, but they out of stock right now on that one. But they do have another one that's in stock.
Yeah.
I used to build racing engines
right now.
I used to build
I
a
build
Briggs
them
for
every
5
day.
horsepower. I built my
Yeah.
5 horsepowers up for sprint kart racing. Man, look, let me tell you something. Hey,
Oh yeah.
I built some good engines.
I got a
People
race
are
cart out
coming
here.
to me to,
I'm actually rebuilding my race cart right now. It looks so cool without the body on it.
what you got, a Marquet or what? Marquet kart?
Yeah, I built some fast ones, dude. My bike is the fastest one on the. Mine's a G. It's a Phantom G-Force XL.
I've
It's
seen some of
serious,
them engines you built.
but
Yeah.
it's a race cart, not a shipper cart. Oh yeah, I got a bunch of them now. I got 4 that are built, and another one I just finished, and then that one I sold that was just insane.
Yeah. And I
think
told
I had
Mater,
a
I said,
300
look, y'all
cam.
need to bring an extra engine with y'all.
You gotta have
'cause
extra engines. You got to.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you got to. Yeah, I was telling
I
the
wouldn't
story
show with
when we
just one
used to
motor.
race. When we used to race, we'd have like 5 carts, 8 or 9 engines, and we had a counter, a workbench inside the trailer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. We was ready for anything.
Yeah,
we
but
did
Noah,
a
do we have
24-hour race
that?
up here in Jacksonville.
Oh
Hey,
man,
That was insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Noah, do we have that Go Power Sports 180? Big old raceway or speedway here in Ennis, the quarter-mile dirt track. They're actually building a 1.1 mile track. I think it's for a 1-hour endurance race.
Yeah, that's what our Jacksonville track did.
Well,
They
that would
built
be
a one.
something
I think
like
it's 1.6 miles or something. Yeah, same kind
Yeah.
of thing.
that'd
They're
be
all
something
doing it
like,
now, man. Big bikes are getting huge.
Yep.
that'd be
All
something
But
like
they're actually
50 laps.
right, because what they're doing, they're actually going to have that 2 weeks after the one that Go Power Sports is going to have.
Oh, everybody be blowed up.
So yeah, everybody, like I said, they're having that
I
one.
wish, man. I wish I could make it out there.
It's like, hey, man, like Brandon and I were saying, man, we need to get Adam out here.
Yeah, I heard y'all say
They
that
would all
quite
eat
a
my
few
dust.
times.
They'd all eat me.
Man,
I would smoke every person on that track, guaranteed.
No, they want you on their team.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. I know. We'll beat the rest of them. There's gonna be a lot of people show up to that thing. I know a bunch of people that are going. I know a bunch of teams that are going. Whole team.
Do you?
A bunch of guys. A couple of my teammates are going. A couple guys from my team are going. A couple of our younger guys. They're making the drive. I just can't right now. I'm buying a piece of property, and I got too much stuff going on right now.
Right.
To up and leave.
Well, I mean that like
I
one
wish,
thing
though.
we've been looking at. Now, that one that you were talking, the engine you're talking about. What kind of stage is it you got in it?
What kind of what?
What stage
You broke-
have
I
you
couldn't
got
hear
in
you.
it?
It's a stage 5 at this point. But it could
And
be a stage 6 or stage. Once you get past stage 5, man, it's whatever you want to call it at that point, because it's no longer even the same engine anymore. You know, it's completely a milled block and a milled. You know, it's got a stroker crank. It's got the biggest cam you can put in them. It's got a big valve head with big huge ports in it. I mean, I go as big as I can go, because I've went bigger, but I found out going bigger they will not last in an endurance race. So I had that big 300 lift cam, that 315 cam, that engine I sold, and that engine, you're working on it more than you get to ride it, you know, because it's constantly out of, the valve lash is constantly off, you're constantly shimming, and you know, it's too much maintenance. So I say the best cam to go with is that F275 cam, which is made by ARC. dyno cans, which is ARC.
And that's what I was telling them about ARC. You know, you get.
FT75.
I used to
All my stuff
love
is ARC.
ARC.
I got boxes
parts.
and boxes
Yeah.
for it. Yeah. Oh, me too. All my flywheels are ARC. All my rods are ARC. A bunch of my cams are ARC. A bunch of my heads are ARC. All my stuff's ARC. Everything I got is about. I love
So
it.
you
Dude,
use
they
a
started
lot
out
of
of a
stainless
workbench just
steel
like me.
rods.
No, aluminum.
Aluminum. Okay, ARC
Billet
does
aluminum,
have
yeah.
Stainless steel rods.
Yeah, but we use the aluminum ones in our it's on live stream.
Okay. Hey, well, here's my
Yeah, we use
question. Okay. Now, what do you have as far as
Stainless
extra
too heavy.
parts that you'd be willing to
Everything.
let go of? That way we can get this 212 built.
I know I can throw you at least a rod and a piston. I could send up there. I know I got that on hand right now.
What
Flat
you
top
using, a
piston.
Wiseco pistons?
Wiseco pistons, yeah, I use Wiseco.
Yeah, I love
Raw
Wiseco, man. God dog.
And I could probably send you one of these heads too. I got a few heads that are already done, already ported, and already picked out.
Go ahead.
So I don't know if I have any valves left though. I have to go look because I got that whole board of stuff, but I've been picking through it. I don't know if I have any valves left. You might have to buy some valves, but if you have to buy the valves for it, it's like $50 for the pair of valves or something. They're not expensive.
I
Maybe less.
actually thought that that race they're doing was stock.
They have a stock class, yes. They do have a stock class, but they have
The
an
one they
outlaw
doing.
class too.
I actually thought that was stock.
Oh.
You know, not stock
I got my
as
Sam Boys
far as
Country
like
shirt on right now.
5-horse from Briggs or Predator. I know you can build it up a little bit, you know, with like a Wiseco piston, you know, a stock piston, not 20 over or 30 over or anything like that, but just a regular. You can use racing parts, but I thought it had to be stock. The engines had to be stock. I didn't know if they were doing the. I'm thinking it's a stock race, not a super stock or a modified class.
Well, they do. They have there's three. I think there's 3 or 4 different classes.
Yeah, I know, but for this one race,
they
they're gonna be in. What is it? The 28th or?
No, the 6th, November the 6th.
The 180.
Okay, yeah.
The 180.
Okay.
Yeah, the 180. They have a modified class, an outlaw class.
So see, that's something that Brandon and I, we need to find out is what classes
I'll need to run
do
stock.
they have.
Hey, I got a
that we
bunch
can
of
get
cheater
in?
parts. I got cheater carbs. I got board carbs. I got stock rods that have been milled down and clearance for oil gaps and all that. I could build you a cheater motor that they would never know that it's not stock. Never. There's no way they're going to
What if
find
somebody challenged them though? What if somebody challenged them?
out. They can't. What are they going to do? What are they going to say is wrong with it? They're going to measure the bore on the carburetor and see the carburetor. They're going to take the they're going to see a stock rod in their hand. You can't tell that anything's modified on it. We're talking
okay.
thousandths of an inch on these things, man.
Okay.
You know, there's no way. Yeah, we could build a cheater engine real quick. Matter of fact, I got one that's almost together. I could slap some parts in.
Dang. Go ahead, Nader. Yeah.
Right. Well, I do know that as far as like our budget and everything, I think Brandon was saying about $1,000.
Something like that. Yeah.
Plenty.
Yeah,
You can build
what
a
he's
solid
wanting to do
motor
is
for
take all
$1,000.
the super chats and stuff like that and start using all that to buy everything, all the parts.
You can do a high performance engine for 600.
Well, you can do a good one for a stack. My engines are about $1,000 where I'm at.
Okay.
Now, okay,
Reliable.
what is the difference between the Hemi and non-Hemi 212? Exactly what is the difference?
The piston and the head itself is a hemispherical, which when you modify them anyways, you take the non-Hemi is actually better because it makes more compression. It's a smaller chamber. It's a 14cc chamber in that head.
Okay.
And I think the Hemi one is actually 16, but it comes with bigger valves. So you get bigger valves on the Hemi off start, and then so if you take a Hemi bottom end and put a non-Hemi head on it, you automatically get more power because you're using that piston from that Hemi. The only difference is the pistons are different and the heads are different the way they're made and the valves.
Okay, so what I've got is a non-Hemi.
Yeah, non-Hemis. I like non-Hemis better now. I started off with Hemis, and now I like non-Hemis. Non-Hemis are simple. I mean, they're all simple,
So,
but non-Hemis are a lot easier.
so would the non-Hemi head take the Hemi valves?
With the non, no, it wouldn't. I mean, if you boarded it, would if you milled it?
I know, but what I'm saying though is there, how hard is it to actually put bigger valves in a non-Hemi head?
Well, you just get a Hemi head and do it, be done with it.
Yeah, but
Well,
like
no, because
Adam
you
was
want the
saying,
non-Hemi head for
see,
the compression.
right, the
Smaller chamber.
non-Hemi has got better compression. So what I'm wondering is, what all would it take to put the valves, the bigger valves, in the non-Hemi head? That way we'd have the bigger valves and everything with the better compression, and go with a Hemi piston inside of it.
I would just take I'd take your block you have now and just do a big valve non-Hemi head. I think I have one. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure I have one because it would be too much work to mill a Hemi head down. You're talking a couple hours of machine work. Somebody on a lathe and mill cutting that down.
No,
And I would shave
when
the
I'm
head.
talking.
I would shave it and do it a thin head gasket too.
Okay, but see, that's what I'm talking
Shouldn't
about,
fall
is
off.
actually taking a non-Hemi head and using that, but putting bigger valves in it. And of course, doing the
Right,
point and the
right.
polish and everything on it.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Now,
I have
can
some.
we use
Already
right
done.
now? Can we actually use a Hemi piston in that, or will we have to go with a non-Hemi piston?
You can use either one you want. I think the pistons might be the same. I think the only difference is the head, is the hemispherical of the part of the head. I think the pistons might actually be identical, if I'm not mistaken.
All right.
I think either one of them has maybe a different piston ring or something. I got both of them out my shop. I can go out there and look, but I'm not going there. It's
See,
too late.
that's what
Take my
you
butt
know
to bed.
more about it. Yeah, Mark, that's what we've got. We actually do have it's a Predator 212 non-Hemi.
Yeah.
That's what we're working on. Because I wound up buying one last year when I was going to get my wood chipper up and going. But it's
Yeah.
simple fact is that the 212, it's got a 3/4 straight shaft. Okay. The Briggs and
Yep.
Stratton engine I pulled out, it has a 7/8 tapered. So putting that cutting head from that was with the wood chipper would not fit. So I did not know all that at the time, and that's why last year I wound up going and I got the Harbor Freight wood chipper, which I've only had a couple problems with it, and other than that, no. Like I said, with that 212, that non-Hemi, it's never had oil put in it, never had gas in it. So it's still a brand new engine, not even broke in.
Yeah. And that's a big part of it too, is the break-in cycle. High zinc oil. Make sure you use high zinc. Whatever oil you get, make sure it's real high zinc. Change it after I do maybe a 2-hour break-in with a bunch of 15-minute heat cycles on the engine, and then change that oil.
Right.
Jump that oil. The biggest life of that motor is changing that oil constantly, way more than you think you need to. Change that oil.
Right.
Change it. Synthetic oils.
Now, once we
Everybody
get it
says
all
don't run
broke
synthetics
in,
in
then
them. Run synthetic.
okay. So say
Go ahead.
we're running synthetic in it. Okay. Once we got it broke in, do we still need to run the high zinc in it?
Yes. Its whole life. It needs to happen.
Okay.
You can buy this oil from. Oh, forget! I just forgot it again. Dirtfoot turned me onto it because I've been spending like $10 quarts on racing oil and stuff. But there's this oil you can get from like the lawnmower shops. It's for lawnmowers, but it's like a good one. It's got the high zinc. I'll have to text you the name of it. I can't remember right now.
Cajun
Same thing, you
probably
just
would
told me
know
earlier
about it
today, too.
since that's what he deals with is lawnmowers.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
a
you have
Briggs
an
and Stratton dealer though. So we don't mess with racing oil or nothing like that.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not really a racing oil. It's just it's one of you guys' like top brand oils, but it's only like $4 or $5 a quart. You buy a case of it.
Yeah, well, we got Briggs oil, but it's non-detergent.
Well, yeah, non-detergent too. That's good.
Yeah, you don't want that detergent in there because that detergent will actually float debris in the bottom of your sump up, and you
Right.
don't want that. Non-detergent, any microscopic or whatever particles will stay at the bottom.
Right.
Oh, fellas, it's been good chatting, guys. I gotta get off here though. I'll drop down in the chat for a minute. I'll be
All right.
listening by, but I gotta be at work early.
Yeah.
We'll talk though,
Well,
man.
Adam, we're definitely gonna be picking your brain on getting this thing built.
Yeah, do you have my number?
Yeah.
I'll put my phone number in the chat. You have my cell phone number?
I got your cell phone.
Okay, yeah, just text me anytime, man.
Oh yeah.
And we'll talk. If I can make it up here,
No
I will,
problem.
But I'm crazy busy.
Like I said,
All right, guys,
hey,
y'all have a
that's
great
one
night,
thing
man.
Brandon and I were talking about, man. We need to pick Adam's brain.
Anytime, dude. Anytime.
Yeah,
I'm
because
more than
that's
happy to
one
help.
thing I
I'll see
do
you guys
not
when
know
that available.
about. All right,
All right,
that's
you
one
take it
thing.
easy.
That's one thing I do
See you
not
guys.
know about is the Honda or Predator, Honda engines in racing, because that wasn't even out. They didn't even have Predator
Right.
when I was racing, but everything was Briggs back then. And I don't even
Right.
think the Animal wasn't even out. The Briggs Animal,
Right.
that wasn't even out back then.
Well, I mean, you had the Briggs engines. Of course, you had the Honda. You probably, had the, was it Kawasaki? Basically all the ones that from Japan and everything.
Well, they
And
had,
then,
no, actually, most of the classes, everybody, when I was in the racing part of it, it was mostly Briggs, and then they had the two-stroke with the double chainsaw engines on them.
right.
Yeah, well, that was neat. I've never had anything to do with it, but I knew about it. Running a two-stroke engine on there. Man, I tell you what, from what I heard, they were badass. Badass, and the acceleration on them things was like from 0 to 40 in no time. Okay.
Hey, now that's a question. Okay, like on this Briggs engine that I took off that wood chipper, I'm wondering how much parts would interchange with that from a Predator.
I don't know what kind of engine came off your wood chipper.
It was that Briggs, that 30 degree.
Oh, now that I have no idea about. I don't think, unless you do some machining or something,
Right. Because the block, I mean, I've got.
They look alike. Yeah, they look alike, but no, I mean, you can be so far off. I mean, it's not that much of a difference, but it's enough to make a difference.
Right. Well, like I said, I told Brandon, I told Crystal, I said, looks like I'm be taking me a little road trip, maybe out to Louisiana to get some machine work done.
Some what?
Get some machine work done.
Oh, okay. Well, we got to see if we can even find that cylinder bore.
Right. Like I said, now we get them parts and everything from Adam and everything, and everything was within the budget as far as what we can afford. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting that engine built up, because like I said, I know a stock engine is not going to last the 3-hour race.
Oh, well,
we did right. I mean,
you
it
don't know that.
could.
It might. Yeah.
Yeah, it might, but don't know.
Which Shaggy?
He's talking about some kind of a match. I'm not.
Yeah, I don't know. A computer game or something?
No. Hang on, I'll be right back. It's all that water and that coffee I had earlier talking to me.
Okay. Oh, you're going to put out the fire again?
Yeah, because this cup's almost empty. And that was like my second one I had today.
Gotcha.
Oh, I hate airports.
This one 21-7 on Rocket League. I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah. Woohoo. That was fun.
I have no idea what Rocket League is, Shaggy.
Don't drink, don't drive, do the wiggle wagon crawl.
Do the watermelon crawl.
I'm doing the wiggle wagon crawl. Don't you forget it. Me and my blue fingers.
It's an Xbox game. Basically soccer, but with cars.
Oh, okay.
Okay, got me the loss right there again.
So you had Lightning McQueen in there.
Lightning McQueen.
Me and my canning coffee mug.
Hey, Scott, I do like that.
Well, they sell them similar online, a place called Can I Am coffee mug.
I have to maybe look in on that.
Oh, it's fun screwing with people.
Yep. That'd be one way I could, say, go on a cruise and say if I got me got my camera bag and everything, I could take one of those like that and fill it up with my rum, stick it in my camera bag. That way they'll look at it. Oh, okay, it's just a camera lens.
Yeah.
Be one way to smuggle some rum on board.
Yeah. Rum runner.
Yeah. But hey, I was telling Crystal that I know on Carnival, okay, you go on their ship and everything. If you wanted to, you could pay for having a bottle of Crown Royal waiting for you in your cabin. Okay?
How much?
$95.
Kill, brother, bring them on.
Yeah, that's the only thing is you're not allowed to bring your own. That's why you have to smuggle your own on board. But yeah, I mean, I looked at that price. I'm going $95 for a bottle of Crown Royal.
Yeah. It better be a 4-gallon bottle.
No, that's 750 milliliter.
Yeah.
Heck, you could buy 2 of those and screw the lid down and put some saran wrap underneath the lid when you screw it down so it wouldn't leak, and you'd be set for a week.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I mean, I saw that on there. I'm going, but now, okay, you can take each person in the cabin can take a 12-pack, an unopened 12-pack of canned sodas. It don't matter what kind, whatever kind you like. But each person can also take a 750 milliliter bottle of either wine or champagne, as long as it's not open. And they will do the inspection and everything. But that's what is allowed as far as what Carnival. Now, Royal Caribbean, you can do the wine or the champagne, but you can't bring cans of soft drinks.
Now, what if you go in a port, okay, port of call, and you go down in one of them towns, okay, and you get you a couple of bottles of your favorite beverage, okay, and you want to bring that on the ship to bring home. What do they think about that?
You're allowed to do it, but they will confiscate it right then and there when you're boarding, and they will hold it for you. And on the last night of the cruise, they will deliver it to your cabin.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right. Well,
But
that's good. Then.
They do hold it And
Yeah.
but they will you do not get a chance to. So say it's a first
Right,
night,
right.
okay? Yeah. So say you're on a 7-day cruise, and you're in port on the third day. You won't get that bottle back till the last night.
Yeah,
When you're
correct. Yeah,
actually on
yeah.
your
So
way
you can
back.
bring home, so you can bring it home with you. Yeah,
Right.
that's what I was wondering about. Yeah, you
Oh,
know,
yeah,
if you
don't
want
let
to
you
buy
do
a
that.
couple of bottles of tequila or rum or whatever, like say if y'all, it depends on where your port of call is. That depends on the flavor of the liquor you're gonna get.
Right.
The brand name. I call it the flavor of it. But yeah, and say you want to take that home. So yeah, so they're gonna hold it for you.
Correct.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell the porter or whatever. I'm gonna say, look, I got this. I bought this. I want to bring this home. Please hold this for me in your safe until I debark.
Well, okay. What happens is okay, when you're embarking back on the ship. Okay, as you're coming back on, everybody has to go through the same area. Has to show your cabin, the card and everything, which has got your picture. They're going to scan it to make sure because they already know in the system as far as who's able to come on board. Okay, they double check that. Okay,
Right.
and they even got the metal detectors and everything. Okay, so they will check. So yeah, if you've got it, you've got to hand it to them. They'll say, okay, they'll get your information and they'll put it on there and get it all bagged up. And like I said, they will put it in the storage. And then, like I said, the final night when you're heading back to your home port, they will bring it to your cabin. Now, if you want to open it up and drink it all, that's fine. That's up to you. But I do know that when you get back in the port, if you bought any tobacco or alcohol while you're on the cruise, customs is going to go, okay, do you have any? You have to report it.
Yeah, you got to pay your duties on it. Your
You
taxes.
got to pay the tax because everything is all tax free. So, and sometimes when you get back into customs, they will search your bags. They want to make sure you're not bringing anything illegal in, basically.
Oh, yeah. They do that. I remember when I flew to Florida and for a week and came back and I had a cooler with like 2 or 3 of those gel packs to keep the soda cold.
Right.
They confiscated the gel packs. I said, seriously, what am I gonna do with them? And some guy behind me, they think you're gonna make a bomb out of it. They didn't like that. They arrested that guy. And I was actually about a half hour early for the gel packs. I mean, not gel packs, to take off. I said, give me those damn gel packs. We can't go on the plane with them. Don't matter. I'm going to go over and mail them back. You're going to spend $5 or $10 sir, to mail them back. Why not just buy new? It's the principle of the thing.
Yep.
It's my property. You're going to steal my property. What am I going to do with them in the air? Seriously, what am I going to do with them other than I used them to keep my water cold. That's it.
Right.
What am I going to do with the damn things?
Right. I mean, and what? Okay, my question would be, what is the purpose of them wanting to seize them?
Yeah, they don't know what's the context in them. I said it's a gel pack. It says right on it, freezer pack, right on it. You want me to get a chemical? No, you're being asinine. I did. I walked right over. There was a FedEx ship center. Put them in a box. And it's right in front of them. Dropped them. Guess what? It cost me $8.99 to mail them back. I probably paid $8.99 for them originally. But my madness is I didn't want to spend $8.99 again because they never wear out.
Right.
Right.
I just they were pissed that I did that.
Good.
I flew to Minnesota from Baton Rouge, and I wasn't living far from Baton Rouge. That's when I had my radio shop, my electronics two-way communications business, and I brought shrimp and crawfish up there in a little small ice chest something like this. Okay, little ice chest like that, and right before, now this was back in 1994, I think. So all this rigmarole wasn't going on, you know, because of 9/11.
Right.
I had 10 pounds of frozen shrimp, peeled shrimp, frozen, solid, in my deep freezer. And I had 3 or 4 pounds of crawfish tails, you know, vacuum packed in there. And hell, it wasn't but about a 6-hour flight from Baton Rouge to Minnesota, you know, all together, you know, if 6 hours. And I think I had like a 20-minute layover in Memphis, Tennessee. So I had that in there, a couple of gel packs. I didn't even need the gel pack. And I had some duct tape around the lid so the lid wouldn't open. And the guy, when I went to check my bags and stuff, the guy says, you know, I can't guarantee you seafood when it gets where you're going. I'm like, how'd you know there was seafood in there? He said, because you got it duct tape shut and I can feel the coolness on the outside. Anyway, he said, I can't guarantee that. I said, no biggie. So when I got to my buddy's house up in Minnesota, I opened the ice chest up. Everything was still froze, solid. You know, in 6 hours, it's not going to defrost.
No.
You know, it was frozen solid in the ice chest.
It's not
Oh
going
yeah,
to
they
defrost that long.
My favorite one, Dale, I was got when I had. They also tried another time. I was flying back from Tennessee when my parents were in Tennessee. My father gave me a cigarette lighter case with a built-in lighter, a Ronson lighter, one of the old-fashioned lighters. It was a cigarette case with a Ronson. Had my grandfather's
see-through lighter.
No, it ain't see-through.
Oh, the Ronson lighters wasn't see-through with the little. I remember the Ronson lighters. Most of them I remember were see-through.
Yeah, but this is it built into a cigarette case. It held 20 cigarettes, and it was from 1929 when my grandparents first got married, and it had his initials in it. They said you can't take that on the plane. Wait a second. I could take this Zippo lighter that's on the side of my belt, pull it out, but I can't take that. And he said, nope, no, it's not. No, it's more like you want to steal it because it's worth money. You accuse me? Yes, I am accusing you of that because I don't see a difference. One's a lighter, the whole. I said, you want to steal it because it's worth money. I raised so much hell. I had the cops there. I had everybody else there. I even had the airport manager there. I even had an FBI agent there. And I said, can you explain? And they were all sitting there, and I said, explain to me why I can take a pack of cigarettes and a Bic and a Zippo lighter, but I can't take this case. That means you just want to steal it. I will give up my plane ticket and drive home that way and call my boss, tell him I'm going to be late for getting back from my vacation, then give you something that's been in my family almost 100 years. You can kiss my white German Keller ass.
Yep, I would.
Because you want to be a thief.
Yep. Like,
no, I don't.
Difference.
Well,
to me,
what happened?
There is no difference. What you had was Zippo lighter, this little cheap lighter I've got right here. There's no difference in them. I mean, they still do. They function the same way. And as far as the case and everything, it does the same. It's doing the same thing as this pack of Camels.
Well, I don't have it on me.
Same thing.
I don't have it on me because I quit smoking, but it's just picture a pack of cigarettes with a Ronson lighter shoved in the top, a hard pack.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So
and it's got my grandfather's initials in it.
So what happened?
They said they'd let me take it if I let the stewardess hold on to it. I said, you go sign a piece of paper guaranteeing nothing will happen to it, I'll let her. They said, well, that ain't going to happen. the captain of the plane came out and said, I'll sign a piece of paper and keep taking in the cabin if that's what it takes. He finally signed a piece of paper, gave me a waiver. I said, and when he came off the plane, he handed it to me. He said, the plane took off, the pilot came back and handed it to me. He says, you were right, dead much on. He said that airport security wanted to steal that. There's nothing wrong with that. He agreed with me 100%, came back and handed it to me.
Damn.
When I got off the plane, I went through, airport security in town. They did, and they heard about it because naturally, he says, you were 100%. They agreed with me up here that guy wanted to steal that lighter.
Yep.
There was no other reason why he wouldn't have, because I would have never seen it again. I told them, give me the lighter, and I'll walk out there and rent a car and drive home. And he said, you wouldn't find a car at the airport security. We don't at this airport. That's another thing they tried stopping me. They said, really? I guarantee you, there's always a will, there's a way. I can get a vehicle right now, go home. Oh, yeah? It's a holiday weekend. You're not going to find one. You want to bet? I'd go rent a damn U-Haul, which I've done before. I'm a truck driver, buddy. I broke down once. The company told me to leave my stuff in the truck, and they would pay for a rental car. They paid for a rental car, all right. They paid for a U-Haul van because I wasn't leaving nothing in that truck.
Yep.
They actually, when they found out what I rented, they were actually couldn't believe it. I saved them probably $250. Now, when they break down, that's the first thing they do. That company send them to a U-Haul, one of the little tiny cube vans.
One way of doing it.
Yeah, when I used to go to Weatherford, Texas. Mater knows where it's at. Right on the other side of Fort Worth.
Yep.
Get to the Flying J truck stop over there. I don't know if it's still a Flying J or not. Get the Flying J off of I-20. You turn north. You go into Weatherford. And I made that trip by car a couple of times to go see my girlfriend. She was a Texas Ranger. Well, I'm like, oh man, I can't handle this driving, back and forth anymore. And a buddy of mine, he was like, hey, won't you, this is out of Baton Rouge. I was living next to Baton Rouge at the time. He said, why don't you just take one of them little light duty planes up there, Cost you about $60 to go, $100 to go, 150 round trip, whatever. I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. So I started flying over there, and then she would pick me up at the airport. Well, when I moved to Arizona, Tucson, my work brought me over there. I took a plane because I already seen that scenery by vehicle. I took a little puddle jumper plane to Fort Worth and took a bus from there to Arizona the rest of the way because I wanted to see the scenery.
Right.
And then I-20, which I didn't know at the time, spills into I-10. I-20 ends at I-10 right there in Texas, and I didn't know that. So that's something that was new to me.
Yep.
And it was a nice bus ride. The bus driver was announcing Deralay's chief whatever. When you go through the mountains at a certain area, New Mexico, I think it is, right at the Texas-New Mexico line.
Right there in El Paso.
Or the New Mexico-Arizona line, there's a range of mountain that goes north and south, and it looks like Chief something laying down. So if you can imagine it, it's there. I saw it. So, but when I came back from Arizona over here, I said, hell on that ride. That was a long ride.
Yep.
I just flew back.
Now, I tell you something that's real funny. Okay, now check this out. Back in 99, I wound up going out to the Midland, Odessa area, out to the airport, because that's when they had and I'm still going to say the Confederate Air Force, okay? And they were doing that whole weekend, they were doing their big air show, because that's where they were based out of at that time. Now they're over here out of South Dallas. Okay. But what was real funny is all of a sudden, this little ultralight, he was flying around and everything, not anywhere near where the CAF was doing their stuff. He actually came in and landed and pulled up to one of the gas pumps that is right at the airport. And all of a sudden, man, it was like, I'm hearing all these sirens and everything going off. It was like, what's going on? I mean, all of a sudden, man, you got all these police cars, everything surround the guy, guns drawn, and I mean, they're getting him on the ground, and it's like, what's going on? So everybody was going over there. Anyways, they wound up arresting him. They wound up taking and chaining his ultralight to the ground. Okay. And what they were trying to say is he didn't have a pilot's license or FAA clearance in order to be at that airport. Well, he wound up doing some, explaining to them and everything. Next thing you know, he's getting a fresh tank of gas and everything, and they have let him go unchained the plane because with an ultralight, you do not need a pilot's license, and it's not governed by the FAA. So they were trying to say all this crap about how he can't be there with that little ultralight, and it's not even governed by the FAA. They have no jurisdiction over it at all.
Oh yeah.
They had to let him go and drop all charges. And it's like, all right, have a nice day.
Hey, there was a guy on YouTube that had a video. I wish I knew the guy's channel. He got rid of but he used to work at a Ford factory someplace in up west Michigan, Detroit area. But anyways, he lived in 50 miles away. He used to fly an ultralight to work. His driveway was a long driveway, and he had enough room to get off the ground. He'd fly to the Ford factory and land in their parking lot every day.
Yep.
He did that. It was wild.
I can believe it.
Oh, the reason I was telling y'all that story earlier about me flying to Fort Worth and then taking the bus, they had the wands. This was after 9/11. This was in 2005. And they had the wands and all that. Well, I had my keys on me, okay, like that and everything. And then my Zippo lighter, my Zippo. I always carried a Zippo. He said, sir, you can't have that on this bus. I'm like, what? I said, well, look, I'm a smoker. Here's my cigars, And they're like, what? You can't smoke on the bus? I says, well, I know that. They says, you just can't have the Zippo. You have to put that, what kind of bag you got? I says, well, I got one of them Marlboro bags about 3 foot long with my clothes and all that and everything in it. You're going to have to put your Zippo in that. And if you stop somewhere, if you want to smoke, get a lighter from the bus driver. I'm like, wait a minute, the bus driver can carry a lighter and I can't? He said, that's the rule. He's employed by us. So I had to put my Zippo in my carry-on bag, which was underneath the bus. That way I didn't have access to it. So that was the story. That's the reason for me telling you all that story. I was allowed my Zippo on the airplane. Okay.
Hey, Missy.
They say, hey, Missy. So I'm like, man, that don't make no sense, I can buy a lighter in the store. Okay, like when we make stops, the bus driver would say, okay, we're stopping for, 15 minutes. Everybody can get them a little snack out of this store or whatever. Then bus drivers, they eat free. Any store they stop at, a little taco store or whatever, they'll eat a free burrito or or whatever. I mean, I could buy a lighter in there, a Zippo, which I'm not going to spend $12 for a Zippo. You know, I could buy me a little dollar big lighter, a little Cricket or whatever, you know,
Right.
and I could have that on me. It didn't make no sense that I couldn't carry my Zippo in my pocket.
Nope.
You know, what am I going to do? Set fire to an iron bench frame? Yeah, right. You know, boy. Didn't make no
Now,
sense.
now I tell you what, real quick, I'm not gonna go inside the house and get it. But when I went up going on a cruise and everything, you know, of course you gotta go through, you know, when you're getting on the ship and everything, the first day, you gotta go through all the inspections and everything. And of course, you got the metal detector you gotta go through, and of course it's gonna be got the X-ray machine for your luggage. Okay. Well, you get there and you got to take everything, you know, anything metallic out of your pockets, your keys, you know, stuff like that. Well, I went up going there and I had my little, kind of like your, I'm trying to think of the word. It's got all the different attachments. So it's not a Swiss Army knife, but like a Leatherman. Okay, but I had like
yeah.
okay, but it was like a knockoff and everything. Had your pliers, screwdriver, you know.
Sounds like a Gerber.
It wasn't a Gerber, like I said, it was a cheap knockoff thing for maybe
of a Leatherman.
$10.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's got that little blade and everything. It's got 2 little blades.
Yeah.
They actually allowed me to carry that onto the cruise ship. They saw it and everything. They actually allowed me to carry it. I had it with me the entire time.
Dang.
And I didn't even think about it until afterwards. Like, damn, they let me carry this thing on the ship, and it's got 2 little blades. I'm going, really? I can't believe that.
Oh boy. Hey, Mayor.
Yeah.
When can we make a date for that auction?
Oh.
When
Let
are
me
you going to
see.
be, you know, non-busy? You know, it's going to be
Right.
at your convenience, though. This is
Right,
going
I
to
know.
be up to you, your convenience.
Right.
When you're going to get about, I don't know, just say 4 hours, you know, in an afternoon. Because I know you work all week. You have your job to do and all that. We can do it in the evening. Just say if you get off early from work one day, say if you get off at 6, I could start it. I
call Ripley
and then wait on you to come up, you know. Because anytime's good for 7:10. Anytime's good for 7:10.
I thought you were asking him on a date. I was gonna say I don't think he's your type.
No, this is a date for the auction that we've been planning.
Well, actually, we were supposed to have had it 2 weeks ago, Briggs. And what happened was someone in the yarn community, she had some major health issues where, unfortunately, they wound up putting her on hospice care. And then that was on a Tuesday, and by the weekend, she'd already passed away.
Yeah.
No health insurance or anything like that. And so what we were doing is we were going to be doing an auction. Matter of fact, they'd already raised, I don't remember how much.
I think it was right at
raised already. I think like
4 or
about
5.
Well, the goal was 5,000, but
6,000.
I think they raised about $4,200. And what was going to happen was, I mean, I've got it sitting back here. Let me grab it. I wound up building another birdhouse. Okay.
Yeah, sure did. Sure did.
Yep. So I want to build another birdhouse and everything. And this one's turned out a little bit better than the first one I did. This one's I ain't got it painted. Okay. I got to put another coat of paint on it. That's no big deal. But we're going to auction this off. And Crystal was going to be doing a couple other things, like a couple of shawls or baby blanket. And then I think I've got I don't remember how many different
Harley
Harley
Davidson
Davidson
shirts.
shirts and everything. I know 710 was going to come up, and he was donating some stuff to get auctioned off. And mind you, the whole thing was talked about throughout the whole week. And it's like, this is going to happen on a Saturday at 4 o'clock. Okay, fine. I got done with the birdhouse. You know, I had that all done. I came online, did the live chat, live stream. 6 people showed up, and one of them happened to be the lady's sister. And I was like, nobody's showing up for this thing. And hello, how you doing, God Warriors? But yeah, I mean, and that was one thing that really got me upset was like nobody was wanting to show up for it. And it's like I went up telling the lady's sister and everything, says, look, I'll give this 45 minutes. I want at least 10 people in here to be able to do an auction correctly. I prefer to have a lot more than that. Okay, nobody would even show up for it. And this thing was talked about on several different live streams for the yarn community. They all knew about it. They all talked about it. It's like, really? Nobody wants to show up.
A lot of it has to do with being summertime. People forget about stuff like that.
How can they forget about it when that's all they've been talking about for the entire week?
Yeah, just about. Yeah, because I did a live stream on it the Monday night after, was it the Monday night or the Tuesday night? I think it was the Monday night after Big T went off. And then I went live, and I already had put everything in my community tab, all the information for it.
Well, I wanted to live.
Hey, people are cruel today. People are cruel today. I mean, come on. I mean, there's people out there that don't give a damn.
Yeah. So I mean,
I'm not saying that's right, but I mean, come on. There's people that picked on me on some of those places because when I was getting all my dental work done, yeah, you got false teeth. Oh yeah, and how many other billions of people in the world got false teeth?
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, I'm supposed to wear them, but I don't because I feel more comfortable without them.
I need some.
And for me, when I was starting to wear my dentures and everything, it was hard for me to eat. Second, people were having a harder time to understand what I was saying. So I said, to hell with it. I just stopped wearing them. And hey, there's a steak place here, Briggs. Okay, we got a steakhouse that it's the only place I ever found that I go in there, I'll eat a steak, and I use no steak sauce with it. The taste is that good.
Oh yeah, but something. It's like if your dentures aren't fitted right, they won't work right. I can eat mine fine.
Yeah. So I mean, I'll walk in that steakhouse and everything. I'll eat that steak and everything. I don't even have my dentures in. I have no problem. Now I will admit that there are some things I can't eat. One is going to be nuts. I like peanuts. I like cat food, stuff like that. I can't eat them. Okay. And some of the other things would be certain vegetables, especially like broccoli or carrots. If they're too raw still, I can't eat them. But if they're cooked good enough, I can eat them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love broccoli and cauliflower.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I got.
Believe it or not, if you spent the money and got your lower teeth implants, that's what I did. My lower teeth are implanted. Whatever, and then regular on top, you could eat anything.
Right.
I got a special, what I call a white cheese sauce. It's a white cheese sauce that you put over asparagus, steamed asparagus, or broccoli and cauliflower. That'll knock your socks off.
Yep. Anyways, it's already after 10 o'clock, and I need to get this shut down. Because, yeah, I got to be up 6:30 in the morning. You know, like I
Yeah,
say,
gotta get
it's
ready
a
for
cool
work.
night for me. It's not where I can stay up all night like some people I know in Louisiana that stay up till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I was live not long ago till 5 o'clock in the morning. I was live till I want to say 5.
Yep.
You're a Dracula. What do you expect?
Yeah, not quite.
Wow.
I used to have the eye teeth that came down a little bit. So yeah, I could smile real hard, you know, and yeah, I was in the Dracula clan at one time, I guess,
Yep.
or my family was.
But
Hey,
yeah,
I don't want to be a
okay.
Dracula fan. I want to be in a rich family.
But anyways, I need to get this shut down, that way I can get in there and get all cleaned up and get ready for bed. And like I said, 6:30 is going to come rolling around early for me.
Yeah.
So
All right, everybody, look. As always, love, peace, and crackling grease. I'll catch y'all later. Blue time.
all right, appreciate it, Cajun. Briggs, hey, I appreciate you coming on. I think this is what, first or second time you've ever been on one of my live streams?
That's because I work too much.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I do too. Like I said, for me, I'm usually at work at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm not getting off till 6:30, 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah, but you're almost ready to retire. Look at it that way.
I still got a few more years to go before I can retire. Cajun will probably be retired before me.
He is retired.
I am retired. I am.
Yep. See, I told you he'll be retired before me.
Yep, I am.
I don't know how he want. I wouldn't want to be. I ain't gonna retire until I'm 67, 68.
That young still?
I'm 54
Juan.
years old in a couple weeks.
Yeah. Hey, Juan. But yeah, Cajun, like I said, yeah, we definitely need to. I need to figure out when a good time would be for that, because I know that this coming weekend is. Got an Amber Alert going on.
Is it Amber Alert or a weather alert?
That was an Amber Alert.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I definitely need to figure out a time to be able to do that auction and everything. I mean, if I can't get at least 10 people, just
What time you gonna be off Wednesday, you think?
I
'Cause
have
we
no
got,
idea.
you know, like I said, we'll do it on my channel.
The biggest problem for that is right now we got one of the painters out on vacation this week, so I'm in his spot painting and everything. So we've still got. I mean, I just finished 2 different orders today, and between the 2 orders, that was about 1.5 million screws. As far as
Okay.
getting it all painted.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, like I say, we still got that 10.5 million order still working on, and still part of that 27 million back order for the other customer. For me right now, it's kind of difficult to say when I'll be getting off work. I mean, if I can get enough done, enough carts and everything painted at work, to where I've got the oven basically overloaded, then I can probably get out of work early. Now I
Well,
do know. I know
all
that.
I need is a 2-hour advance notice where
Right.
I can start the stream, okay? And everybody will get the notification.
Right.
Like if you at work, you can call me and say, "Hey, I'm getting off at 5," which I doubt that seriously. You know, this is hypothetical. I'm getting off at this certain amount of time. I can start the stream. You know, I can make the stream up. I won't be on there. It'll just be a notification for people, and I'll have it set for a certain time. You know, I'd say 7 o'clock. I'll have it set for. And if you don't get home until 7:30, that's fine. I'll have people already up in there, you know, or 6:30. I'll have people that are joining in and we just talking about it. 710 will be in there. We can actually get it going, and then you pop in with your birdhouse. You know, you don't have to be there right when the stream starts. I can start that way early.
I tell you what, Friday would actually be the best time because we get on every Friday. We're out of there at 5 o'clock.
Oh,
I know how
hey,
you can make I know how you can make that birdhouse make so much money. People would be bidding on it. You take a vinyl wrap of something like Joe Biden's face, put it on the front, cut a hole in where his mouth is, and people would love it. I mean, who wouldn't like to see a bird fly in and out Joe Bird's mouth and taking a dump in his head?
Hell, I can just take a picture of Joe Biden on a dartboard and sell that for $100,000, and people will buy it, throw darts at it.
Yep, that's true. Now, if you want to set it up, say for Friday at 7 o'clock, we could do it then.
Okay, yeah, because a lot of people go on at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, you know, on Friday nights with their live streams, their
Right.
auctions and stuff, or coin roll hunting. So what I can do is probably start it at, say, 6 our time, Bayou time, because me and you in the same time. I can start it for 6, but, you know, we'll get together Thursday on that first,
Okay.
you know, just to make sure you're going to get off at 5.
5 o'clock.
Or I could start it at, like I said, I could start it at 6.
Well, like I said, Fridays, we get off work 5 o'clock. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Oh, okay, good.
Right. I mean, it's very rare I'm there past 5 o'clock on Friday because the simple fact is, that's the end of the week. Okay. The boss is going to want to get out of there ASAP because we get UPS show up about 5:30, and it's like, hey, I want to get the hell out of here. So it's like we stop, you know, doing all high temp stuff usually about 4:15. That way the oven's got a chance to catch up and be shut down because everything's baked for 30 minutes.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. That's why Friday would actually be good. Now I would say 6:30.
If you get off at 5, if you get off at 5, I'll schedule it for 6, and then I'll get the ball rolling. Wait on people to come in. 7:10 will be there. I'll be there. Maybe somebody else might show up with a donation because I'm gonna have some stuff to, you know, to auction off, you know, myself. Right. And so I could do it at 5:30 or 6, and then by the time you jump in there, we're gonna have 30 or 40 people in there.
Well, if you want to start at 6
We
o'clock
hope.
on Friday, right? Like I say, if you want to start at 6 o'clock, that would be good because, like I said, by the time I get home, they give me a chance to shower and everything, and get something to eat before coming out here to the garage, and getting everything going.
Okay.
You don't need a shower. We ain't got smell-o-vision yet. Just put on a hat and come on out.
Well, that's true too. Yeah.
Yeah. I could do that.
Oh yeah, Crystal. Look, Miss Crystal said I can also hop in before Mater gets in and get started with the shawl and all that. There you go.
Yeah. Well, the birdhouse is already out here, and I got the boxes. Already got the T-shirts, the Harley Davidson T-shirts.
Right.
Wow.
Okay. So let's set it up for Friday at say 6 o'clock then.
All right.
That'll work.
They've gotten closer to the goal. It's at 48-22. It's Noodly Bits, Shaggy. She was like I said, she was in the yarn community. She's been in my streams before, up in chat and everything. Never on panel, but she's just been in chat and everything. She had a series of strokes and went going between. She was at the nursing home when all this happened, and she developed complications, went back to the hospital, and she was basically in a coma. Okay, and when all that happened, and the hospital said that she's going to need to get put on hospice care, and that was Tuesday, almost 2 weeks ago. And then the following Saturday, the following Saturday is, I think, is when we got the word that she passed away. 53 years old.
Yeah.
How old?
53.
53.
Yeah.
That's young.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I tell people every day, you never know how long. I tell my nieces that all the time. You never know.
Yep. And that's why, like right now, Scott, through the motorcycle ministry, we were having a fundraiser to help a fellow biker out who was going through some medical issues and everything. So we had a couple of guns and a knife that we were going to be raffling off, which we're still doing. And then I got the word Saturday he passed away.
Oh yeah, you never like you can't,
Yeah, I'm gonna make me a ham sandwich.
Right. So I mean, and that was something like I said, through the motorcycle ministry I'm with and everything, we were, trying to raise the money for them.
Hey, that's all you can do. You just, all it is. I just, you don't know what's gonna happen. That,
Right.
It's like my grandfather, when he was start before he even got sick, he went out and pre-planned his funeral and everything, so people wouldn't have to worry about. He had everything all set up, his own funeral. He built his own coffin, and cemetery didn't want to use it because it was homemade. He made a pine box, just like they did back in the old West, and they didn't want to use it, and they wanted to buy a new coffin. I said, "What difference does it make? He's going in the ground."
Right. And I mean, like here, I mean, you're going in a vault and everything. That's it's a concrete, vault that the coffin's going to get put in, and then you're going to have that concrete lid and everything put on top of that, where it's all sealed, and then all the dirt put. Okay, what does it matter? What kind of casket you're in?
Yep, he was. That's why he's buried in my yard, as a matter of fact, because the cemetery wouldn't let him put it. And I said, okay, whatever. I'll just put him in my yard with the rest of them. They were like, why? You know how long that box gonna last? It'll last maybe 4 years and it cave in. Yep. I'll just add more dirt.
Yep.
When you're dead, you're dead. You're not gonna notice.
Right. But yeah, I need to, like I said, I need to get this thing shut down that way and get in there and get ready for bed. But yeah, Scott, I appreciate you coming in. And of course, appreciate having Cajun on here. Shaggy had, of course, Brandon on earlier. Of course, always, having Crystal in here. And Wayne. Of course, there's Mike Hodge. I know there's other.
I want someone to invent a sensor that goes on people's car, on the back and front of people's cars, so when they're near somebody, they shut the high beams off.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
No, yeah, well, I got a guy behind me who's high beams on, and it's like they don't understand. I can still see him in my rearview mirrors. Yep. Idiots.
All right, guys. I appreciate everybody's been in here and everything. So, like I say, God bless, and hopefully, Wednesday I get home in time. I can do another live stream. So check back.
Oh, come on, people, get on my way.
All right. Good night, everybody.